close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll finding life along the way.
Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. Can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley Godwin, class of 2013, and you're watching PA Live.
The Week 11 Holloman and Associates Offensive Player of the Game was senior wide receiver Cooper White. Cooper's favorite subjects are calculus and yoga. He is a member of the Chess Club, Young Republicans, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He has received a football scholarship offer from Hendrix College. In his spare time, Cooper likes to watch football with his family, play Xbox, and go to cryotherapy. Congratulations to Cooper White, the Holloman and Associates Offensive Player of the Game. Senior Spencer Knight is our Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. Spencer plays varsity baseball and added basketball this year. Coach Morgan says Spencer has been a hard worker and good leader for our basketball team this year. He's developed into one of our top three-point shooters. Coach Morgan is so glad Spencer decided to play his senior year. Please join us in congratulating Spencer Knight, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. In Week 11, the Hatcher Agency Defensive Player of the Game was junior outside linebacker Ben Smiley. Ben's favorite classes are physics with Mr. Reed and calculus with Miss Pierce. In addition to football, Ben is also on the Bruin basketball team. Not only is he an excellent athlete, but he has also earned a 4.3 grade point average. In his spare time, Ben enjoys playing golf and going fishing. You might be surprised that one time Ben won first place in a watermelon eating contest. Please join us in congratulating Ben Smiley, the Hatcher Agency Defensive Player of the Game. This Friday night spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Maddie Brewster. Maddie is one of the hardest working and most earnest students in honors senior thesis this year. Her project on female depression is both relevant and timely. She continues to impress faculty and fellow students with her work ethic. She truly models responsibility and excellence each day. Congratulations to our core value student of the week, Maddie Brewster. Our core value student of the week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares.
Hey there, this is Dr. Brian Fuller from the class of 94, and you are watching PA Live.
All right, welcome to Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. I'm Joshua Carroll, and I'm joined tonight by the man himself.
Oh, don't say all that.
Jason King. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me. I'm pumped to be here.
This is fun. So, you played on the Bruins field last, 2011?
Yes, 2000. I graduated in 12, so yeah, that state 2011 title that we won.
Okay. And then left from here, had a great career, 5-year career at Purdue.
That's right. Purdue for 5, left there, ended up in New England, kind of hung around for 2 years, bounced around teams, ended up back there. Had a nice little run to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was quite the journey. But like you said, it all started here for me, and this is really where I learned everything that I needed to kind of take me from the next level to the next level. So it's good to be back.
Well, it's a unfortunate circumstance that you're here, but I'm glad that you were just down the road and that you're here. We're going to have Holt join us again shortly. Holt, we hope you're out there listening, and can't wait to get you back up here. But in the meantime, tonight, the Bruins are all set to face off in this second round of the 2020 playoffs against the Magnolia Panthers. Now, this is a team that came into Little Rock not long ago and defeated our crosstown rival, Little Rock Christian. And, it's arguably one of the most different teams that Pulaski Academy is going to face all year.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It looks like, I spent some time watching the tape, speaking with some of the coaches, and what I've seen is really we're looking at a triple option team. We're looking at a running team. It's not exactly the same type of team that we're used to playing in this conference. We talked about the fact that they did play Little Rock Christian, so I kind of had that tape to evaluate what they were able to do compared to the way we play Little Rock Christian. We kind of run similar types of offenses with Little Rock Christian as well. So, yeah, you're totally right. I think I would expect them to come in here and try to do what they've done every game, which is continue to run that triple option, maybe pull, pass a couple times deep down the field. But, yeah, I think as long as we stop that triple option, the Bruins should have a good night.
So how do you do that? How do you stop the triple option? What do you expect the Bruins to do there?
Well, that's a great question. It kind of starts with the do your job, and I've kind of got that grilled into my brain at this point. That's been a staple of a few teams that I've played on. I know these guys here are they're coached up on that as well. So as long as each player does their specific job, what I mean by that is, you've got the corners. If we're playing option and we're playing that on defense and they come out and they're trying to run the triple option, you got to know who's got the quarterback. You've got to know who's got the pitch man. You got to be aware to keep contained on the backside because, we could be looking at a reverse. I saw when they played Little Rock Christian a few times, they even had quarterback running, quarterback holds it, pass down the field. So you really just got to be aware and go through your whole checklist of things if you're playing on defense tonight.
Now, of course, I know what it is because my football IQ is just huge. I mean, huge. It's huge. But for everybody else out there, can you explain to us what is the triple option? What does that mean?
So, and I've been saying triple option, it's not even just that. What they're going to come out here and do tonight is the quarterback will snap the ball, they'll get the snap, they'll take off one direction or another. And actually, they'll put one of their slots in motion. So they've got number 1, and I think it's number 11. But one of those guys they'll put in motion. They'll kind of slowly jog him behind the quarterback, put him in motion pre-snap. And then what the quarterback can either do, he can hand it to that person, he can take off the other direction, he can run the same direction with that person, he potentially has a pitch man in that slot receiver that's motioning the same direction as him, and I also saw him pull up and throw a deep ball down the field a few times, a couple times this year. So they've got options, that's what they do, they'll run it all night. I don't really see them getting out of that, but if we can make them really uncomfortable early, hit them early, maybe cause a couple turnovers, then hopefully we can get them out of their element.
Yeah, and one of the things that we talked about with some of the team members earlier, I think we were both out here at practice yesterday, and that's a fun Pulaski Academy tradition. It's an honor to be able to continue to have practice at the point where you're at Thanksgiving Day. And, you talked about it even back when you were playing here. It was just, it's one of those things that you look forward to because that means you're still in the playoffs, right?
Thanksgiving practice, it's one of the traditions that excites you every year. And honestly, it's an interesting thing because every year, I always think when I'm at home, hey, it's Thanksgiving, the Bruins are practicing. Whether I kept up with the season, which I usually do or not,
sure,
you just know that the Bruins are going to be practicing on Thanksgiving through the playoffs. So you come out here early in the morning, you practice, you got the Thursday dads tradition. So you have the dads out here, usually there's food afterwards, but you just get a quick walk through. It like you said, it's just a great tradition. Then you go home, spend the day with your family, kind of get ready for the game the next day.
So do want to take a moment and thank our pregame show sponsor, and that's the Applied Research Center of Arkansas, just down the street from Pulaski Academy. When you visit the Applied Research Center of Arkansas, you will receive the highest quality diagnosis and treatment. Their skilled staff and doctors specialize in treating acute illnesses that set in rapidly or are severe in nature. You can get accurate and prompt lab work done on site to ensure you get the most appropriate treatment. You and your family can get professional medical attention at highly affordable rates without having to wait for an appointment. Their advanced nurse practitioners care for a variety of illnesses as well as provide school or work physicals, TB skin testing, and flu vaccines. And right now, they have a vaccine trial going on for COVID-19. So visit their website for more information about that and how you can get involved in helping to end this pandemic. Visit their website at arcarkansas.com. Let's go. We're going to keep it right here for just a moment. We have the national anthem coming up. We're going to go down on the field for that. And but as we were saying, we talked to some of the players yesterday, and they were real excited about the fact that they've read up on this team. They kind of know what to expect. They have their they're kind of running through things in their mind. So what do you think is going through their mind right now?
I think right now they're going through the hay is in the barn. That's kind of what my offensive line coach used to always say on game day. And I'm talking about widely known as the greatest offensive line coach of all time, Dante Scarnecchia. He said the hay's in the barn at this point. What you have to do at this point is go out and do the things that you've studied. And they did a good job preparing, so here we are tonight. They're going to get it done.
All right. Well, let's go down to the field for the national anthem this evening.
Located at the west end of the field as PA junior Kara Kelly honors our country with the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ms. Kara Kelly.
Outstanding. That was, of course, Kara Kelly, as you may have heard Chris Amsler say, and that was Coach Kelly's daughter.
That's right.
How
And
cool is that?
I was actually her senior brother when she was, I think, maybe they were in kindergarten, so I was her senior brother, so that's cool to see.
Wow.
It kind of comes full circle.
Okay, that is really cool. So here's what's fun about this. You've got Kara Kelly singing the national anthem. You've got Zach Kelly, assistant coach of the football team, and, of course, Coach Kelly as our head coach. So that's kind of fun that it's become, an all-inclusive family event down there.
Well, and it's fitting because that family knows football. They do a great job. They kind of, Coach Kelly, I know he takes the things that he teaches his players year after year, and he kind of lives the same way. So it's
Right.
easy to listen to him and listen to the way he coaches because he lives his own life that way.
So we've got about 3.5 minutes remaining as the teams are making their way out to the sidelines, out to the field. We've got the alma mater being sung at the moment. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the start of tonight's game. You're watching Bruin football on PA Live.
Hi everyone, this is Ann Brown coming to you again from Baptist Health Family Clinic West. As a mom, I know sometimes it's easier to stay on top of your kids' health than it is to stay on top of your own. Today's tip of the game is for your kids. Make sure your parents get their checkups, just like you get your checkup every year. Here at Baptist Health Family Clinic West, we offer everything from yearly wellness exams to medicine refills to same-day visits for things like sore throats, runny noses, and whatever else you manage to catch from your kid, because moms and dads need to stay healthy too.
Join us out here at the corner of Shenandoah Boulevard and Highway 10. That's your tip of the game. Go Bruins!
It's time for Bruin football. Broadcasting live from the Eccles Carpet One studio, here's Holt Short and the voice of the Bruins, Joshua Carroll.
As we mentioned earlier, Holt is out this week. But in his stead, we have Jason King, former Bruin, former Boilermaker, and former Patriot. Man, thanks so much for being here. I think I've called just almost 600 games, and this is the first time that I've ever had a chance to share the booth with somebody, an NFL player. So thanks so much.
I appreciate it. Like I said, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm really excited. As soon as the opportunity kind of came my way and Coach Kelly called me, I thought, why would I ever say no to this? I get to sit up in the booth. I get to watch football. It's pretty much the same thing that I do every single day, every night on my couch. So
sure.
I yell at the TV, so, excuse me if I do the same thing up here.
Right. No, please do. That's part of it. So we've got lots of folks out there watching tonight, and if anybody has anything to say about the game, you'll see right there on the bottom on the lower side of your screen, you will see the Crown Trophy live fan feedback. Send us a text right there. Don't call, nobody's going to answer. But send us a text at that line, and we'll get your thoughts read. Looks like the representatives for both teams have met at midfield for the Bruins. That is Trace Hawkins out there. He's one of our senior offensive linemen. He's out there representing the Bruins. Of course, I can't really see who that is for the Magnolia Panthers. Really excited for tonight's game. Of course, we've got another one going on just south of us down at Lakeside High School, and that's Little Rock Christian. Had to travel to Lakeside tonight. So, of course, I'm going to be watching that score as well to make sure that you know what's going on all around the state in the 5A conference.
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear what's going on in that game. Everybody knows the past few years we can kind of never know. We could see them again.
So. I hate that just because, it kind of fuels that fire about the public school, private school nonsense. But at the same time, it is a good rivalry, so it makes for a good game.
Yeah, exactly. I like it because it's another chance to beat Little Rock Christian. And as a former player,
sure.
the rivalry's way heavy on me at every level.
Oh, sure, yeah. And this year it was good. It was sportsmen, I believe. There was a lot of sportsmanship in this year's game. So maybe we'll see him again.
That'd be nice.
So let's see. What does it say on the screen? It says, "Get your popcorn. We're about to put on a show."
And I believe it.
Yeah, I have no doubt this is going to be probably one of the better games of the evening.
And it starts in warm-ups. I was kind of down on the field as the guys were warming up, and you get just the way that PA warms up. And, here they are running out with the American flag and our Arkansas State flag, which I love. But the way they warm up, they do everything with a purpose. They're very uniform. They're precise in what they do. The quarterbacks are throwing accurate passes. And, it's just kind of different for some teams. I kind of stood on the other side and watched warm-ups for a little bit. And, people have different ways that they like to warm up. But we looked like we were ready to play a ball game tonight. So it's great to see, and I'm excited for us to get going.
I am too. It looked like the Panthers won the toss and elected to receive. Did I read that correctly? I'm not sure if I looked away. Did you catch it? No. Don't know. That's okay. Everybody's like, well, I was busy. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and,
it gets busy up here.
Here they are, kind of what you'd figure playing against Pulaski Academy. They're lined up as if they're going to catch an onside kick here.
They did, just in case, put one man deep, and that's a number you're going to see all evening. That's number 11 deep for the Panthers. That's Kendrick Carey.
And he's a good player.
He really is.
He's a good player. He's going to be in that slot tonight for Magnolia, and they're going to use him quite a bit, try to get him the ball downfield, try to kind of toss it to him on the outside. So we'll see what he's able to do tonight.
Here's Von Seelig. He has the ball teed up traditionally at the 40. Nice little end-over-end kick. Takes a couple of bounces, and I think Fuda Shinkawa has it.
I think the Bruins have gotten the ball.
Yes. That's a great way to start the game with an onside kick.
Can't start the game better than that. And here the Bruins go out on offense. And, that's one of the things. You look at the numbers. You recover just one onside kick in a football game, you are I think you got an over 80% chance it says to win the ball game. And I'll double-check that. But that's one of the things. As long as PA, we're that's a great thing for us to start like that.
Charlie Pfizer set up in the shotgun. He has two receivers to the right, three to the left. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Joe Hyman. He's across the 45, the 40, and he's going to be brought down at about the 47-yard line. It's just barely not enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it looks like Joe Hyman, we're going to get him going early, and he's a stud.
He really is.
We're lining up fast.
This time they have twin receivers stacked on either end of the field. And then one more receiver, Jalen Witcher, on the right side. Pfizer in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to the left side. The pass is out there, and it looks like it is complete. That was to Josiah Johnson.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple receivers blocking out there on the edge. We're doing exactly what I thought, which is kind of getting the ball to the outside.
That caught me off guard because Josiah plays defense.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Yeah. All right, this time Pfizer has 5 receivers on the right side. There's the snap. He's rolling out to the right, looking downfield. He has the pass out there, but it just went over Cooper White's head in the end zone.
Yeah, look for us to continue to get outside of the pocket. The middle of that Magnolia defense looks pretty good on tape. We're good up front. We've done a good job in protection all year, but I predict that we'll keep moving outside the pocket.
Pfizer's in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the left side, and then he has Joe Hyman in the backfield on his right. There's the snap, handoff to Hyman. He gives a shovel pass back to Pfizer, and he passes it forward to Hyman. Hyman's running up the left side, and he is going to be finally forced out of bounds at about the 2 or 3 yard line. No, excuse me. Correction, that's a touchdown.
That is a PA Bruin touchdown. And what we just saw was a fake flea flicker screen. So we snapped it to the running back, acted like we're running up the middle, toss it back to the quarterback, and then that same running back kind of floats out like he's taking a screen play. The O-line was great, got out blocking on the edge. Incredible play.
Wow, that's insane.
Never seen it before.
11 minutes left in the first quarter. They have 1 minute off the clock, and the Bruins have already scored. Now Joe Hyman is in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's going to hand off to – no, he's not. It was a fake handoff to Pfizer, and it looks like he's in there. That's a 2-point rushing conversion for Joe Hyman to start the game. Bruins lead 8-0.
That's an early 8-0 lead. And yes, that stat that I gave earlier, the Bruins are actually, Coach Kelly, 133-5 when recovering an onside kick.
Wow.
And that's just one onside kick in the game.
That's just one.
So, here we are, I don't know, maybe a minute, 2 into the game, and up 8-0. It's kind of like the game just started, and we started with an 8-point lead. So that is exactly where we want to be tonight going into this game.
Well, I tell you what, that's it's fun because that was to kick off the game, which means the Bruins technically had the ball to start the game, and they're going to have the ball to start the second quarter or
That's
second half.
Right. It's kind of like a cheat code,
Right, it is. Yeah, you put on the headset earlier and you said, "Hey, this feels familiar. It's like I'm playing PlayStation."
Yeah,
Xbox
I'm up in the booth. It kind of just feels like I'm playing some Madden online with the guys.
Now we hit the up, down, left, right, BA start. Right. We got the ball.
That's right.
Here's Von Seelig. He has the ball again, teed up in a traditional manner. There's the kick. A nice bounce at the 45, but I think the Panthers recovered that one before it could go any further.
Looks like that's number 52 for Magnolia who just got a hold of that.
That was Jakarian Zachary who fielded that one. So the Panthers will start their first offensive drive in Bruin territory at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see our defense tonight. They know exactly what's coming. We talked to a couple of guys after practice yesterday, and they definitely, you could tell they had been studying tape. So they're going to do their jobs tonight.
Couple of the players on the Panthers to watch, of course, is number 1, Garyon Curry, and number 11, Kendrick Carey. Looks like the quarterback to start the game will be Dalen Blanchard, who is under center. Man in motion. There's the snap. It's a fake. Oh, and a fumble.
That might be going our way.
The Bruins say so. Let's see.
So it looks like it'll stick with Magnolia, but, that's a loss of a few yards. And that's exactly what a couple of guys said to us after practice last night. They said that if they could get these guys rattled early, a couple early turnovers, that's exactly what they're trying to do.
So 2nd and 14 for the Panthers. Quarterback again under center, man in motion. Now he's going to back up, look back to the sidelines. He has 12 seconds on the play clock. He's going to change up the play. He has 1 receiver on either end of the field. Man in motion again. There's the snap. Handoff immediately.
Yeah, it's a handoff directly up the middle, but you see they still got that guy in motion coming around from the left to the right. And I didn't exactly see on our defense if we've got somebody kind of keying him and sliding over with him. We'll check on that. But like we said, he's got tons of options here. So we'll see which way they decide to keep going with it.
That was Dale Pino with the tackle. There's the snap. He's backing up, looks to pass. The pass is out there. He's got a couple of men in coverage, and that's intercepted.
That's an interception.
Oh,
and a lateral.
He's going to lateral it. That looks like Josh Cady carrying the ball and he is brought down at the 35-yard line. Nicely done, Bruin defense.
And this just blows my mind. You know, you see these guys out here practicing these things and then putting it on the field night after night.
Who practices an interception lateral?
I got to tell you, on Thursday I saw them practice that exact same thing, and I was like, what are they doing? What is this new thing that they're doing? So here we go, and you know, that got them another 10 yards.
So the Bruins pick it up. 1st and 10 from their own 30, I think it's 36. Pfizer's in the shot. No, excuse me, that's Bruffett in the shotgun now. There's the snap. The pass is out there, and it just was leading Cooper White by just a little bit. They'll come back and try it again.
And to touch on, it was Fuda. It was our guy Fuda who let us know after practice yesterday, if we can get them uncomfortable pitching that football, then maybe we can make them do some things that they don't want to do tomorrow night.
Well, Freaky Fast Fuda is good at making quarterbacks feel uncomfortable.
That's right.
Bruffett in the shotgun. He has one receiver to the left, 3 to the right. He has Joe Hyman took the snap, and he's running it straight up the middle, and he's going to get caught after coming right back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10.
So what we're doing here is, you know, we're going to keep them honest on defense. We're going to keep running the ball up the middle. You know, you got to run the ball up the middle every once. It's not flashy, but every once in a while you got to keep these guys honest so they can't just space it out and cover us all on defense. I think we're heading in the right direction here tonight.
Bruffett in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to the right, wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. There's the snap, looking to the right side, still looking. There's the pass. He has Cooper White at the 42. That'll pick up about 6 yards. It'll be 4th and 4, I believe.
And, you know, 4th down. Here we are in 4th down for the Bruins, and it's just another down.
It is.
It's like we're lining up to go for it.
In our case, this is an Aloft Hotel 4th down conversion attempt. He says, hang on. That's an official timeout. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I couldn't tell exactly what was going on there.
Still the same formation. 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Bruffett in the gun. There's the snap. He's looking to the left side. Passes out there. And, wow, that was dangerous. He had Dylan Allison and Cooper White in the area, but there were a lot more defenders who could have picked that one off pretty easily.
Yeah, it kind of looked like we had, you know, that I'm not exactly sure who it was going to. It could have gone to a couple of different Bruins there, but, you know, just a little off on the pass. I'm sure he'll get settled in tonight.
So the Panthers will take possession. 8 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They're on the Bruins' 42-yard line. Dalen Blanchard looking to the sidelines for the play. Share that information. He's under center. 2 receivers, 1 on either end of the field. There's the snap. Handoff goes to number 1. That's Garyon Curry.
And there we go on that pitch. They're going to keep doing that all night long. But if you kind of look at the way our defense is lined up, we've got guys man on these slot receivers and these guys on the outside. It looks like we are kind of playing to exactly what they're doing, and we're not really worried about anything else. So I'm glad that we're doing that. You know, we're really going at them tonight. We're going to be blitzing. They're going to be coming off the edge. Guys are going to do their jobs.
Garyon Curry under center. Man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff immediately goes to number 24. That's Darraylen Williams. And he picks up almost enough for a first down. It'll be 3rd and 3.
And what do you know? It's that same play again. He used the option straight to his running back straight up the middle of our defense.
This is a team that just rarely will pass the ball.
Got to be ready for it.
You do.
Got to be ready for it.
7:05 remaining in the first quarter. 7 seconds on the play clock. Curry under center. There's the snap. Handoff goes again.
That's on the ground.
To Williams.
That's on the ground.
The Bruins say they have it. I don't see a signal.
Now, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like Magnolia just didn't keep the ball, but I did see that ball on the ground. That's one of the problems when you're running the option like this so heavy. I mean, you just pitching the ball around. It's going to happen to him a few times tonight.
Sure. Here's 4th down, 1.5 yards to go. Curry under center, Blanchard under center. There's the snap. He's a quarterback keep, and I think he's got the first down.
Yeah, they're kind of going back to what I saw them do in that Little Rock Christian game, and what Magnolia's doing here is I think they've keyed in on the interior of this Bruin defense, and they're going to try to see what they can get, at least for a while until we stop it, running the ball directly up the middle.
Blanchard under center. Again, single receiver on either end of the field. There's the snap. He's going to keep it and get caught right by the shoulder. I think that was Fuda Shinkawa that brought him down. That was probably a loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, that's a great play by our defense. It's good tackling. It's great to see good tackling out here early. But Magnolia has not gone away from what they're going to continue to do all night. But we have to be aware because this is, as soon as we get comfortable, this is where they start to.
There's a PI Bruins penalty flag on the play. Let's go down to the field.
Sideline warning against Magnolia.
So looks like the coach might have been giving that side judge a little of the business.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But we got to be on our toes right here on defense because this is maybe around that time where, you start to get comfortable playing the middle, playing the run, playing the pitch, and they kind of put that thing right over your head.
Blanchard under center, man in motion. There. Oh, I think he lost the ball. I don't think the quarterback ever touched the ball.
So we're down in distance here.
It will be interesting. One of the things that we've noted throughout the years is that as teams come to Pulaski Academy and they play us, they try to play our style. And what I mean by that is they'll go for it on 4th downs when they're not used to it.
Doesn't work.
Right. And so it'll be interesting to me if they don't pick up the 3rd down conversion here, what do they do in the next play? Blanchard under center, little shovel pass out to Garyon Curry, and he's across the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like they got that pitch. He might have faked that pitch to the right and kind of tossed it to the left. And, it's just one of those things. We missed a couple tackles there. But they're not really going away from the things they want to do. And I was really comfortable watching the tape tonight with, us picking up that outside run well. And I think they'll settle in. It's early.
Looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Blanchard under center. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. The pass is out there, and he's got it. That's the exact same player as the last play. That's Garyon Curry picking up the 2-point conversion pass.
You know what they call that when the guy who scores the touchdown gets a 2-point conversion?
What's it called?
The octopus.
Why is it called an octopus?
8.
Right. Okay. I did not know that.
That's a new one. I heard that one on Monday Night Football the other day. It kind of stuck with me.
I like it.
We'll like it on the other side.
Right. Yeah, that's true. We'll like it on the other side. Well, let's take just a moment and look over at our Crown Trophy live fan feedback and see what folks have to say. One fan says, "Let's go Panthers." How about this one? "Go Bruins" from Josh and Grace Jones, class of 2010.
Jay Jones. Yes, I remember. I played with Jay Jones. I played some ball with Jay Jones. That's cool.
Let's see. "Go Jason." Sounding good. Welpley's watching in Texas.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Another family that's awesome. Another awesome part of the PA community is just, having all these people that kind of you stay tight with forever.
All right, going back down to the field, looks like J. Todd Baker is down there to kick it off back to the Bruins. Looks like he's also going to try an onside kick. It takes a nice bounce for the Bruins. They're used to it. They practice this one every day. I think that was Josiah Johnson again, was it?
And no. If anybody's going to catch the onside kick, it's going to be the team that practices it, practice catching them all day long. So that's good. The Bruins caught that one with ease. There wasn't really any worry there on that onside kick.
They spend a fair amount of time in practice, doing all of the 12 different types of onside kicks that they have.
If you're going to be good, you got to be good on special teams.
So it looks like Pfizer is back out in the shotgun. He has one receiver to the left, 3 receivers on the right. Man in motion, that's Hyman in the backfield. There's the snap. He's looking to pass on the right side. Now looking back to the other side. He's going to keep it, come across the 50, and he is brought down at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of, let's say, 7 yards.
And Pfizer, he got to go through all of his reads right there. Even if we didn't really necessarily have anybody open on that play, he got to go through all of his reads. So that's a shout-out to the guys up front doing a good job.
This time now he has 4 receivers on the right side of the field and Joe Hyman in the backfield on his right side. There's the snap. He's looking to the right. Pass to Joe Hyman. He's across the 50, and he is back to the original line of scrimmage. I think he might have lost a half yard or so.
Getting the ball outside. Still kind of spreading out this defense. We'll see what Coach Kelly's thinking. We'll see what our offense does here.
This time Pfizer has 3 receivers on the left. 2 on the right. There's the snap. He's looking to the right side. He's got Cooper White. There it is. Cooper has picked up the first down and then a couple more. It looks like he's going to be forced out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
And here we are hurrying up on offense, but great play by Cooper White to get open there. Great ball straight to him on the sideline. And it's interesting because, Magnolia plays these wide safeties. I'm thinking we'll probably hit some up the middle here soon.
There's the snap to Pfizer. He's going to give a quick pass to Jalen Witcher. He's across the 35, and makes his way up to the 30. Let's see where they brought him down. I think they're going to spot that at the 29.
About 2nd and 4 here coming up. We got good blocking tonight. We got good blocking tonight by the receivers and the interior.
Absolutely, we do. There's 3 receivers on the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap, handoff to Hyman. He's across the 30, the 25, and he's shoved out of bounds by Sean Bell of the Panthers.
That's enough for the first down.
Picks up the first down for the Bruins.
Outside, our outside run game.
Bruins already picking up one Crown Trophy onside kick early in the game. Pfizer's in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Hyman. He's across the 20, the 15, and is brought down just inside the 10, placing the Bruins inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone.
And we're hurrying up again, but that's exactly why you want to hit the outsides, go inside. You can space out the defense like that, and you can kind of you can't cover everything.
Right. Nearing the 2-minute mark in the first quarter, the Bruins are tied with Magnolia 8-8. There's the snap. He's looking to the left side, looking back to the center. There's the pass, and it's complete to Cooper White. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's a dot. He put that thing right in between a couple defenders. That's a great ball.
Threading the needle.
Yes, he threaded the needle. He's a surgeon out there. That really was. That was a great ball. That was a great ball, great catch by Cooper. And I actually had the chance to talk to Cooper's brother, JD, who I saw down here. He's home because the Hogs are off this week. But here we are lined up for the 2-point conversion. I'll finish.
This time he has 2 receivers stacked on both ends of the field. There's the snap. I don't think anybody was ready for that, so that one is no good.
Yeah, it looks like we had a miscommunication in the backfield. I know Coach Kelly's getting ready to get after him about that. That's one of those un-Bruin-like things that happens, and here we are on the sideline getting a little heated. But, we'll get that fixed. But, I asked J.D. White, if when he comes home, if he works out with his brother, if he plays, because he was kind of bragging on his little brother's stats and stuff,
sure.
which I love. But, yeah, he said, they get out there, they get after it. I told him, hey, here pretty soon he's going to be begging you to go up to the hill, get with your quarterbacks and catch some passes in that facility. So, those brothers, they're both real cool. I had the chance to talk to both of them. So, yeah, Cooper's killing it.
Having a great game. For those of you who might be joining us for the very first time, I'm going to explain real quickly. We do announce the game as if it's on the radio, and that's because we have several fans who are visually impaired, so we want to make sure that they can keep up with the Bruins as well. So might do a little bit of over-describing there, but that's so that everybody can be a part of the game. That is number 81 of the Bruins. Out there ready to kick off. That's Walker Goodwin.
Oh, yeah.
Savannah Goodwin's brother.
They've got a family of legs there.
That's right. And their older brother was in my class, and he's still one of my close friends to this day. So, his mom, Walker's mom, actually posted a picture the other day of me carrying them off the field when they were tiny, and I was in my Bruin uniform. So it makes me feel old, but
I love it.
That's a great family. Love the good ones.
Well, you can't feel old because then I would have to feel really old.
Yeah,
so
that's a
no.
good point.
So the Magnolia Panthers did recover that one. That was Robert Mack who fell on that onside kick. So the Panthers have the ball at the 50-yard line. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Bruins lead 14-8. There's the snap. That was a lateral that goes over to Garyon Curry, and he makes his way to pick up maybe a half yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and we're doing a good job on the edge. I would call this a 4-down front that we're in. I see we do have our lefty end who's standing up, but we'll pretend like he's down lineman, and I would say we're in like a 4-3 right now, and we're doing it's the perfect defense to run against the offense that Magnolia is trying to run.
Dalen Blanchard really having a hard time moving past the 30-yard line so far tonight. They're going to give it one more try. 2nd and 9. Blanchard under center, man in motion. There's the snap. Looks like he gave the handoff to number 24 again. That's Darraylen Williams. He picked up 2 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 7.
We've got our middle linebacker kind of walked up there behind our nose man, behind our D tackle, and I would assume that maybe he's tapping on one of those hips, discussing which way he's going to go. I'm not sure, but that's pretty interesting for us to watch from up here in the booth.
Blanchard under center. There's the snap. Oh, and the
Great
ball
stop.
comes loose.
Ball's out.
I think that the Panthers recovered that one. Yes. Blanchard jumped on that one as soon as it popped out. Of course, he handed it off to Darraylen Williams again, and as soon as the defender hit him, it just popped straight out. It's like he hit him right in the football.
That's right, but every time they recover one of these fumbles, it's still they're getting uncomfortable. Don't forget, don't think just because they recovered the football that's all and they move on to the next play. These guys are getting uncomfortable with the pitches, and I'm thinking it's going to show here shortly. Maybe they try to do something that's a little, get out of their zone a little bit.
Well, here they go. Like we said earlier, it's 4th down and 8 yards to go, and they're going for it. There's the snap. Blanchard going to pass, has a deep ball, and no, it is no good. His intended receiver was Robert Mack back there at the 32-yard line, and it sailed over his head. So the Bruins will take possession inside Panther, just outside Panther territory.
Yeah, and that ball that he threw didn't really have much of a chance. I thought we had pretty good coverage. Maybe a good ball. We could have gotten it there, but like I said earlier, if we get into a game with Magnolia where they're trying to throw the ball over our head, it's just not going to work for them. So they're going to have to stay true to what they want to do.
6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Bruins lead 14-8. Looks like Bruffett is back out there. There's the snap. He's looking to the right side. Complete to Dylan Allison. He's across the 50.
Good move.
Makes his way to the 40, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 40. That was the 45. So he's shoved out of bounds at about the 43. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Dylan Allison, he's shifty. He's a shifty player. He got out there, kind of made a couple moves, but again, you got to go back to the blocking. And that is one thing that here at PA, you're taught to block. It's not just linemen that are out here blocking. We're able to do the things that we do and run the plays that we run on the outside because our receivers are coached up and they block so well.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, I think, and we'll be right back with more Bruin football. Are you ready for that? All right. We'll be right back on PA Live.
Bruins fans, for the Lion College tip of the game. If you're interested in a college, apply early. It shows the admission team you're interested and puts you on their radar. It can even lead to scholarship opportunities. Applying does not mean you have to attend that college. Remember to review admission requirements before applying. Apply for free at lion.edu/apply. Go Bruins!
And we are back to start the second quarter of tonight's game. The Bruins lead 14-8. Bruffett's in the shotgun. He has Joe Hyman on his right side. His left side. There's the snap. Pass is complete to Dylan Allison at the 32. And the ball came loose.
Yeah,
and I
popped
think
out there.
I think the Panthers have it. Yes, they do.
Unfortunately, we don't have the replay. We don't have the slow replay challenge out here like we do in college and the NFL. That was kind of an interesting. Kind of looked like he had been tackled, but the ball came out late, and that's just something that we have to avoid on offense. You got to take care of the football.
Well, hopefully that doesn't get in their minds too much, and the offense may have another chance. But the good news there is that if you're going to turn over the ball, do it deep in their territory.
That's right.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Blanchard under center. There's the snap. Little pitch goes out to number 1. That's Garyon Curry, and he makes his way to the sidelines at about the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's, we're doing a good job keeping. We might have lost contain there with the first guy, but we're doing a good job playing together as one defensive unit and kind of, one guy funneling something in or slowing something down, making sure the next guy can get there and make the tackle.
So 2nd down, 4 yards to go, 11:44 left in the first half. Blanchard under center. There's the snap. He's going to hand off immediately to Devin Dunn.
Yeah, and it looks like, going back, we did actually have the slow-mo on that fumble, and his knee was down. So it's unfortunate that we can't go back and get that, but, I'm sure the football gods will make something happen in our favor.
Sure. So they picked up several yards there. It's now 3rd and 1 for the Panthers at the Bruins' 34-yard line. Excuse me, at their own 34-yard line. There's the snap. Again, handoff goes to, that was the same one, Devin Dunn.
Just a beast of a play there. I wasn't sure who that was that came up the middle there.
Liam Dick.
Liam Dick, and I'm pretty sure what we're seeing here is our defense is getting a little more comfortable with the plays that they're running, and we knew they had to settle in a little bit tonight. But it kind of looks like maybe you think that they're keying on maybe some of the O-linemen, the positions, the weight on guys' hands. We don't know what it is from up here.
Blanchard under center, 1 man in motion. There's the snap. He looks to pass. He still has lots of pressure, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down by Liam Dick. Let's see. I think that might be enough. Yes, it is. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, we're going to give him the first down there. But, Magnolia, they're staying true to what they want to do like we thought they would, and they're going to put some plays together tonight. They're a good football team. We're deep in the playoffs right now. So, yeah, it's going to be a back-and-forth game.
Now at the Panthers' 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Blanchard under center. He has a single receiver on either end of the field as usual. Man in motion. There's the snap. And it's a quarterback keep.
And that one fooled me from up here.
Yeah.
I was watching a different guy. I kind of couldn't tell. So that the option can get it. If it can get us up here, it can get them down there.
It was enough to pick up 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, kind of one of those downs where it's a toss-up. You can really do what you want with it. Most coaches would tend to stick to a play call here where they're trying to get to something 3rd and 3 or less. So a lot of people would continue to run the ball right here. We'll see what they decide to do.
Blanchard under center. Same setup as before. Man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff again goes to number 14, Devin Dunn.
Great tackle. I'm going to have to get my eyes checked up here.
That was Josiah Johnson, the beast himself.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job tackling tonight is what I've seen. He's really head hunting out there, which is great.
Josiah's dad put up a video earlier this week of Josiah in the weight room, and he was lifting 225 and doing reps of 20.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, I wasn't doing that while I was here.
He's a beast, that's for sure.
He looks like it tonight.
Man in motion, but he didn't look like he wanted any of it. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1, 0, and they're calling a timeout on the Panthers side of the ball. 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first half. The Bruins lead 14-8. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back for more Bruin football on PA Live.
The Week 11 Holloman & Associates Offensive Player of the Game was senior wide receiver Cooper White. Cooper's favorite subjects are calculus and yoga. He is a member of the Chess Club, Young Republicans, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He has received a football scholarship offer from Hendrix College. In his spare time, Cooper likes to watch football with his family, play Xbox, and go to cryotherapy. Congratulations to Cooper White, the Holloman and Associates Offensive Player of the Game.
Welcome back. The Panthers just took their first time out. I thought it was their second, but...
Yeah, what are we in, about 3rd and 4? Yeah, 3rd and 4 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll stay true to what they do right here.
There's the snap to Blanchard. Looks like he caught somebody off guard there. I don't know whether it was our offense or excuse me, their offense or our defense, but somebody didn't move.
Yeah, I think it was their. I think they had a couple of guys still maybe with their hand in the dirt as the play had started.
They still picked up a couple of yards. It's 4th and 1.
4th and 1. Maybe they go back to that quarterback keeper up the middle if they like the middle of our defense.
The last couple of times they were in a pressured play like this, they tried to pass it. Let's see. There's the snap. It is a quarterback keep.
And he's not going to get that.
I don't think he got it that time.
He's not going to get that. There's no way.
The side judge is coming in, and I think they're going to be inches shy.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if they give them that one.
I think they're going to bring the sticks out and measure it, though.
But, yeah, we kind of saw the quarterback keeper coming from up here in the booth, but they also saw it down there on the field. I don't know if you guys got a good look at our PA defense there. We had the Mike walked up. We had the Sam Will linebackers walked up. We pretty much were all out looking for that exact play. So that's a great job by our defense.
He's going to eyeball it from here. Okay, here we go. I wondered if he was just going to look at it or what. Oh, and I did not see the PI roofing penalty flag out there at the 41-yard line.
I didn't see where that came out. Else we could kind of take a guess of what it was, but yeah, that's short. But I haven't heard the penalty yet.
Yeah. It was the side judge that threw it, so let's see what he has to say.
Well, looks like we ran our offense out.
After the play is over, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the white. That's 15 yards from the dead ball spot. It'll be first down.
Wow. So I'm guessing that, again, that came out from the side judge, and he'd already given them a sideline warning. I'm guessing that was a sideline unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that was probably a follow-up there from the sideline judge. And here we go. Here our Bruins come out, and the last thing that you want to do is give our guys an extra 15 yards for an unsportsmanlike.
Right.
So we're going into our own territory and about the 30 or 25-yard line. 30?
31 is what they have 31. On the scoreboard. Let's go with that. 7:59 remaining in the first half. Pfizer out there in the shotgun. He has twins stacked on either end, pulled in close, and he has Joe Hyman in the backfield on his right side. There's the snap, looking to pass to the left side. The pass is out there, and he's got Jalen Witcher, but he led him with the ball just a little bit too far.
Just a little too far, and that would have been pretty much a walk into the end zone. But, you know, back to that turnover, the turnover on downs that we just had, you know, that does count in the turnover column, and we got to think, you know, teams that win the turnover battle have an 80% chance at winning the game. So that's a good stat to, you know, keep your eyes on tonight with all of the pitches and the turnovers on downs, and we'll see what happens with that.
There's the snap to Pfizer. He's passing it to the left side, complete to Joe Hyman. He's crossed the 30, the 25, and he's met at the 20-yard line. He is stopped by, looks like, number 22.
I think we just keep getting the ball in Joe Hyman's hands. He's a great player. You know, there's certain guys when you watch the game that just kind of move a little different, and his body moves a little different on the field. So he's looking good tonight. We're going to get him going.
There's the snap. Looks like
it's a fake.
It was a fake. It's got Dylan Allison with the carry, and he is in the end zone.
Wow,
touchdown.
What a great play. What a great play by him. That is a great play. He shook off a couple defenders there at the end. You got to be strong to do that. You got to be strong to do that. He shook guys off of his legs, made a couple moves, got a couple guys off of his upper body. If you're not a strong guy, those guys tackle you. And that's testament to the things these guys do all year round, summer, spring, fall, in the weight room. And it's a testament to the program. But these guys worked hard to be able to make plays like that.
They certainly do. Pfizer again in the shotgun. Man in motion. There's the snap. Looks like he's going to pass it. Passes out there, and he makes it look easy.
There it is.
I think that was Cooper White. Yeah, for the 2-point conversion.
Cooper White, back of the end zone by himself, just kind of hanging out, saying, hey, I'm open.
Hey, I'm over here.
Yeah, toss me the ball.
Okay. Like there was nothing to it.
There we go. So there's another 8 points on the board for the Bruins. 22-8. 22 Bruins, Panthers 8.
Let's take just a moment to turn our heads over to the Crown Trophy live fan feedback and see what everybody has to say tonight. I mean, wow, you guys are in full force. Live stats from Caleb Short. Thank you so much, Caleb. We're going to look at those here in just a little bit. Watching all the way from Los Angeles, California. Go Panthers. Let's see. Aaron, he says he is the ultimate PA fan. I haven't missed a game since I graduated in 2008. Go Bruins.
Wow.
Watching from Cincinnati. Got hooked on PA football after watching the SZN series.
That's
Go Bruins.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Look, PA fans don't understand. People watch everybody knows Bruin football.
That's right. Let's see. Is that Vaughn? Yes, it is. Vaughn Seelick out there with a helicopter. And, wow, well done to cover up that onside kick.
Yeah, and that was a good kick, but, he recovered that. I thought that was a really nice kick. That was probably tough to recover right there. But, yeah, everybody knows PA football. I got to tell you, I've been in a lot of different locker rooms, and guys in the NFL, in college, they know football. I want to tell our PA fans, I've had guys like Tom Brady walk up to me and say, hey, you played for that coach that doesn't punt? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, tell me some more about it. Everybody knows.
That is cool. Jakeem Warren jumped on that onside kick. Well done. There's the snap to Blanchard. Handoff. Oh, excuse me. He faked me out. That was a shovel pass there to Garyon Curry, and he's across the 45 and stopped at about the 43-yard line. Yeah, 2nd and 3.
Number 1 here, Garyon Curry. He's a good player. He's real shifty. He's strong. He's got good pad leverage. He's running it really hard tonight. So, shout out to him. He's playing hard. We do have to just make sure we do a better job at keeping contained.
Yeah, Coach Kelly made me kind of nervous by telling me that Coach Belichick was watching a couple of our broadcasts last year. I was like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
True. He does.
That is pretty cool. There's Blanchard under center. Handoff immediately goes to – oh, excuse me, that was a keep. Man, he is good at faking those handoffs.
It's tough to see up here in the booth. Yeah, he is. They run it so often. They're going to be good at that.
6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. They pick up the first down at the Bruins' 39-yard line. Man in motion, Blanchard under center, and the Bruins are caught offsides.
Yeah, and I know that one will drive Coach Kelly crazy, but he's trying to time the snap there. Just a second difference, and he might make a big play right there, so you do have to keep going for that. But, just be a little more careful.
So that was our PI roofing penalty flag there.
Looks like they are going to change their play call here on offense. Looking to the sideline to get a different call.
I do not have Bruin 41 on my roster. Do you have who that is?
Parker Lane?
Parker Lane, okay. Parker Lane just ran out there. There's the snap to Blanchard. See, they did it again.
They got me again.
There's Curry up the sidelines, just almost. I think he made his way up to about the 8-yard line before being forced out of bounds, picking up the 1st and goal.
Yeah, I'm sure they can see it home. I'm not exactly sure if he pitched that, but, he's keeping that instead of going up the middle with it. And, we kind of need to be aware of that because we have stopped that up the middle handoff quite a bit. So I'm thinking they're going to keep leaning towards that outside pitch.
Still sets up with a single receiver on either end of the field. He has Draylon Williams in the backfield. There's the snap. There's a quick shovel pass over to
and what a great play.
Curry. Forced out of bounds by Josiah Johnson. And I think Fuda Shinkawa met him over there as well.
And you see they feel like they're getting that edge now, getting out to the outside. So we'll see if we make any changes.
5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bruins lead 22-8.
What's our distance? 2nd and 4.
7 seconds on the play clock. Blanchard under center, man in motion.
Looks like a false start.
I believe you're right. Looks like the Bruins defense would agree.
Prior to the snap. False start. Number 63 on the offense. 5 yards.
And that's good news. Penalties, especially when you're going to score, those are drive killers when you're on offense. And I do feel for the guy with the false start because that's never fun.
No.
That is never fun to be in that position. I've kicked 5 yards deep and noticed nobody else is moving before.
Oh, no. That hurts. Nine seconds on the play clock. Blanchard now under center. 3, 2, 1. He got it off just in time. That time it was a handoff to Devin Dunn, and the Bruin defense says no, sir.
The middle of this Bruin defense, it's looking like the iron wall. Not much going for Magnolia up the middle. We're doing a great job coming downhill. We've kind of just got it stuffed. We've got everything in the middle stuffed.
Looks like he ran right into Isarius Woods, and that's not a young man I want to run straight into.
That's right. That's another weight room guy.
Speaking of running into people, I've got a story to tell you later.
Oh, goodness.
Blanchard under center. There's the snap. Quick lateral over to Garyon Curry, and he's going to run to the left side of the field, then back to the right side of the field. Let's see if anybody can meet him there. Looks like Fuda just might. I don't know. Did he get there?
That might have been a...
They're celebrating. There it is. Yeah, they got a touchdown. Wow, I think Fuda Shinkawa met him there just at the last second. But
yeah, that's a tough one because we did a great job selling out for that play on the other end. And, again, that's a great play that the running back just made. Coming back the other way, reversing field. That's tough. We just have to do a good job now on the back. Now we know what they're capable of. We got to be on the back side of that, keep them contained.
There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Bruins have 22, and the Panthers from Magnolia with 15. Now here's a funny story for you, talking about running into people. You may not remember this, but years ago, as a student at Pulaski Academy, you were, for some reason, hanging out in the lower school. No, I'm telling it all wrong. So you tell it to me. Y'all were coming out of the right room.
Yeah.
And Miss Carroll, our producer, was going into the science building. And she was looking at her phone, trying to see where she was supposed to go.
Oh, goodness.
And she ran smooth right into you. And you caught her before she hit the ground.
That's
and just
good.
kind of picked her straight up and put her back on her feet and said, "Sorry about that, ma'am. Are you okay?"
Well, that's a tough one because even when I was walking around here, I had the size. I mean, I think when I left here, I was maybe 310. I was probably 6'3", 310, but it's because and when I watch the tape every once in a while, I'll turn on watch our old tape or something, and I get a kick out of it because we were way too big and strong to be playing high school football out here.
Yeah.
But you look at some of the guys we've got on the field now, and it's the same thing. I mean, it looks like we work hard year round here.
Well, I love that story.
And apologies. Apologies still.
So I remember the day she came home to tell me that, and she thought it was
hilarious.
so funny. She was like, "Oh, my gosh, this guy came out of nowhere. He just picked me right up off the ground and set me on my feet."
Oh, goodness.
It was pretty funny.
I gotta be aware of my surroundings.
She said it was her fault.
She says it's her fault. Yeah, I don't believe it. It was probably, me and a couple of the guys just sprinting around the hallways trying to get to class so we didn't get a D-hole.
There's the kick off the foot of J. Todd Baker. It is fielded by, that was number 22 of the Bruins. That's Ben Smiley.
Now we've got a short field to work with. What are we, about 50? 49.
Yes, it looks like they're going to place that one at the 50-yard line. Just spoke with Ben's dad earlier this week, friend of mine, Vance.
I'm waiting to kind of get Jalen Witcher involved a little bit. You know, he's hasn't had too many targets tonight. I know he's been having some big games for us, so we'll see if he gets involved this drive.
He has. There's the snap to Bruffett. He's going to give it quickly to Joe Hyman. He's going to run to the left side of the field across the 50, the 45, and he is brought down at the 41-yard line by number 22. That's Jacob Abert.
Yeah, and Joe Hyman, he that's not a fun guy to try to tackle by yourself. You know, he had a full head of steam there and kind of ran through the defender for a couple extra yards.
Certainly did. He picked up 9 yards there. It's 2nd and 1. 4 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the first half. Bruffett in the shotgun. There's the snap. Quick little play action there. Looks to pass downfield. He's got Joe Hyman down there. And wow, that was just almost picked off, but some good pass defense by Kendrick Carey, who got a hand on it before Hyman could walk that one into the end zone.
And a great play again by Joe Hyman, because right there, if you're not ready to kind of flip the switch from a wide receiver to a corner, you got to get that ball down. If he doesn't make that play on the ball there, that very well could have been intercepted.
Bruffett sets up now with 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 wide on the left side. He's in the shotgun with an empty set. There's the snap. Looking to the left side. The pass is out there. He's got Cooper White, and he pulled it in at the 20-yard line. Oh, he's having a slow moment to get up. There, he's back on his feet.
But a great catch.
I think he's coming off.
Straight up to go get that. Looks like he's walking off on his own weight.
Was that a 4th down conversion?
Oh goodness, I didn't even. It's so normal. It's
so
normal.
I know it is. That might have been an aloft 4th down conversion, and I didn't even notice it. Bruffett again in the shotgun. This time he has Hyman on his right side in the backfield. Handoff goes to Hyman. He's straight up the middle at the 10, the 5.
And that's going to be a touchdown.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
I mean, great blocking, great running. And again, you look at the second level there. You look at the second level blocking that we had there. Because Joe Hyman, he got through the line. Great job by our offensive line. But then you have the wide receivers who make the extra block on the safety, so he gets to go through untouched.
Right. He ran straight through that Caldwell Toyota red zone. Didn't even stop. Bruffett sets up. Excuse me, is that?
And there it is. That's good.
That was to, you were just talking about him. That's to Jalen Witcher.
That's right. And I expect him to be involved tonight. But, hey, we're running the ball well. We're going to keep running the ball well. People like to say that we're a pass-only team, and it's just not true. We do it all at Pulaski Academy. That's a great run there, and then a great 2-point conversion catch. And that was kind of like the last 2-point conversion, just hanging out in the end zone. Toss me the ball. I'll score.
Let's go back to the Crown Trophy live fan feedback. Can't see the distance on the live stream. Can you move it up? I'm afraid we can't. I don't know why it looks different than it has. I think you might want to adjust your TV screen. It's called the Overscan. Look for that option on your TV. Jason, enjoying your analysis. Go Bruins from the Clogstons.
Oh, nice. Thank you. It's fun up here.
Let's go, Jalen. Here we go. This is we hear from these two.
I saw this.
We hear from these two every week. That's great. That's Pawpaw Byron and Uncle Skeet watching from Jonesboro.
So they bring him some good luck sometimes.
Obviously so. Thanks for chiming in. Here's Vaughn Seelick with the ball laying down, and looks like it rolled out of bounds. Of course, there's going to be a PI roofing penalty flag on that kick, but that's required at that stage since it went out of bounds. So let's go back to our Crown Trophy live fan feedback. Let's see. Marco Polo, Beast Mode, Go Panthers. Go Panthers from Mikey, Marissa, and Trey Youngblood. Go Bruins and go Jason.
Oh, goodness.
Fearless Friday says 16 to nothing Magnolia. Y'all have an 8-8 tie. Which is it? Well, it was an 8-8 tie earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It was never Magnolia in the lead. So far, anyway. Looked like that was a keep by Blanchard. He was brought down pretty quickly.
Looks like a tackle for loss there. And just so you know, team with the most tackle for loss, 67% chance of victory.
Wow.
So those are stats that you keep up with as a player. You know, you get a tackle for loss. It's big in the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, when you look at the stats after the game, 67%, you got a chance to win if you're the team with the most TFLs.
Interesting. Another fan says, watching from Brookhaven, Mississippi, go Coach Kelly. Coach Kelly fan, go Bruins.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I mean, that's hilarious. Bill Belichick, he would walk in on Monday morning and ask me how the Bruins do this weekend.
That is so cool.
It is. It's pretty crazy.
There's the snap to Blanchard. He's going to give a quick pass over to number 1, his big receiver there. That's Curry.
And you see that when you funnel the ball in. They had a defender. You don't have to worry if you're the edge guy, if you're the outside guy. If you can funnel the ball in, then you've got backup. It's if you're the edge guy and you let the ball get outside, you don't have backup. So, you know, the guy corners getting blocked a little bit, but he funnels it in, does a great job, and there's our outside linebacker there to help make the tackle.
2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Bruins lead 30-15. It's 3rd down, 11 yards to go for the Panthers. Looking to the sidelines for a play. 7 seconds on the play clock. Blanchard now under center. There's the snap.
Reverse. Four's got it. There you go.
He sure does, and they're trying to strip that ball. They don't want to. They don't want to just tackle him. They wanted to strip the ball.
That's right.
I know how much the defense loves scoring touchdowns.
Oh yeah, which I never did. You know,
no.
Played 20 years of football and you just never score. I'd love to know what that feels like.
Well, there's a timeout on the field by the Bruins. We're going to keep it right here and catch up on some of our Crown Trophy live fan feedback.
Timeout.
This person says, go Bruins and shout me out. Well, I don't know what your name is, so you just got shouted out. Go Bruins. Watching from Oxford, Cole, Ben, Patrice, and Ken Turner.
We're all over the place.
Your announcer needs to be just a little neutral. I'm not sure if you noticed it, but the channel is called PA Live.
That's right.
And that stands for Pulaski Academy. Not even going to try and hide it.
We got the wrong guy in the booth for that tonight.
You probably need to listen to another station. Ask Jason if JD said anything about the Hogs looking at Cooper even as a walk-on.
Oh, goodness. Don't get me tied up in all this.
Let's see. Excited to see my nephew, Alan Thomason, number 65, playing for the first time. I'm going to tell you something about that young man. He is a freaking beast. Looking at his numbers, number 65, 6'3", 210-pound sophomore. He went in last year and joined the wrestling team and just walked in there, had no clue what he was doing, and just killed it.
He's doing the right thing. Multi-sport athletes getting it done.
He's going to try and pass it out there this time, and the Bruins had 2 defenders right there in the area, but there was no way he was going to catch that ball. It was sailing out of bounds anyway.
We do have a flag back here by the line of scrimmage.
That's a PI roofing penalty flag at about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, we weren't looking at it, but you got to think where the flag was thrown. You're looking at roughing the passer or holding. Yeah.
Ouch.
15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So that goes against Romello Bell, unfortunately. Kind of got caught in my throat there. So after they assess the penalty, the ball is spotted at the 37-yard line. And I'm not sure if the side judge is trying to signal a timeout or...
Yeah, I'm not exactly
that's not.
sure.
That's he. What it is? That's the. They want him to realize it is a 4th down. It's not an automatic first down. Not unless it crossed the line.
They didn't make a change. Have they made a change?
No. I think the white hat waved him off and said no. It stays. Coach Kelly's reminding him gently.
Of course.
There's the snap. Looks like 14. That's, I almost said Jalen. No, that is Devin Dunn with the carry. He picks up a first down. and is stopped at about the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I wish I could give you a different outlook on it, some different insight, but these guys are going to go back to that same play call all night. So you just got to buckle up. You know what to expect if you're playing defense for the Bruins, and they're going to keep doing it. It works for them, but you also got to think they've got 15 points right now. Sure, they're going in maybe potentially to score, but they scored 76 points last week, so we're not playing bad on defense tonight.
Josiah Johnson with the tackle there. There's the snap to Blanchard. He's going to keep it this time, and he's met fiercely at the line of scrimmage again by Josiah Johnson.
Playing out of his mind tonight. He's doing a great job. We just, got to keep playing like that. He's seeing it. He's seeing the game well, and as long as he can see it and make those plays, we'll be in a good spot.
1 minute, 8 seconds remaining in the first half. Stick around for our Eagles Carpet One halftime show. Greg Ledbetter will be up here to talk with Savannah Jacoby, coach of our volleyball team, to talk about our team's great season that they just finished out. There's the snap. It looks like 26 with the carry. That's James Darius Smith, and he is stopped at about the 15, just inside the 15.
Was that a TFL? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That's a loss. That's a good loss.
It's about a 5-yard loss.
67%.
3rd and 15.
It was Luke Witham with the tackle, so that gives them 3rd and 15.
Magnolia, their second charge timeout of the half.
So with 37 seconds left in the half, Magnolia calls timeout. I'm going to go back to our live fan feedback because these people are just crazy tonight. I love it. We haven't had this much since last year about this time. Let's see. Let's go Parker Richardson, Lowry, and I watching after we went to the barber.
That's good.
Let's see. Marquise watching from Waldo, Arkansas. Love for the game and content.
Nice.
Hey, go Bruins. I love Bruin football. Best high school football team in Arkansas. Watching
Please
from.
reset the game clock to 42 seconds.
They're going to add 5 seconds to the game clock there. Watching from Orlando, Florida. Go Charlie Pfizer. I'm from Magnolia, and the Bruins are looking solid against our Panthers. Happy birthday to Trace Hawkins' grandmother, Wanda, a great Bruin fan. Well, happy birthday, Wanda. Tuning in from Hong Kong. Absolutely obsessed with PA football. Cooper White fanboy right here. Go Bruins.
Wow. Getting the international shout out for Cooper.
Right? I love hearing from our fans. Y'all are crazy. Love it. Jason Wyatt jumping up and down on the sidelines. There's the snap. Rolling out to the right side, and he is going to be met and sacked in the backfield. And timeout,
Pulaski Academy.
Bruins.
Second charge timeout of the half.
Wow, he got sacked by number 34. That is Zach Horsey. That was a Zach sack.
Yeah, and I know I keep throwing these statistics out there, but they're the ones that have stuck with me over time. And I know if you have a sack on a drive, it usually cuts your touchdown percentage by about 85%.
Well, and it's equally impressive because Zach Horsey's just now coming back onto the team off of an injury that kept him out for several weeks. So it's good to have him back out there being a playmaker.
Absolutely. I know he's excited to be back out here, too. There's nothing like coming back into a game off an injury and, making a play for your team.
Anna and Ron Jones coming in from our Crown Trophy live fan feedback say, go Bruins. Let's see. Harry in Missouri. My daughter Barb came home, bought 3 turkeys, and we've been in hog heaven. Okay. Let's see. Jeremy from Little Rock. Who is the best player all time from each school? I think Sean Andrews is Magnolia's best. Probably Hunter Henry for the Bruins. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's a fair thing to say. And Sean is a friend of mine. Sean and his brother Stacy both, they helped me out from the time I was in high school all the way through the pros. I still stay in touch with them a little bit. And Hunter, absolute beast, helped us lead us to a state title.
Blanchard under center. He has 2 receivers wide on the left side. There's the snap looking to pass. He's got it out there. He's got a man in the area. And the Bruins pick it off.
Oh, goodness.
Goodness gracious.
We're going down the field.
That is. He's on the right side of the field at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 30, the 35. Holy cow.
What a play.
That's Fuda Shinkawa. Goodness gracious.
You should have known it was Fuda.
Wow. 19 seconds left in the first half. Fuda Shinkawa picks up an interception in the end zone and runs it all the way back to the Panthers. I'm waiting to see where they spot it. It looks like it'll be at about the 27. Yeah, exactly, the 27-yard line. Wow.
And if there's any team that, you don't want to give 19 seconds to, that'll try to go get points and not, take a knee or kick, it's the Bruins. And that's what you call a 7-point play. Regardless whether PA scores here or not, that's a 7-point play because we took 7 points from them off the board with that interception.
There's the snap to Pfizer. Pass is out there. It's complete to that's Jalen Witcher at the 20-yard line, and Coach Kelly's calling for a timeout to stop the clock with 12 seconds left.
And that ball got tipped, kind of bobbled around a little bit on that interception. It was just a great play by, you said it was Fuda. That was a great play by Fuda. Kind of looked like one of those jump balls.
Pulaski Academy.
We had about four defenders around it, and, it got tipped around a couple times. I'm sure everybody held their breath at home there, just trying to see who came up with it. But, it came the other way.
Just incredible. Looking at trying to put in the stats there, and as I'm watching it, it wouldn't let me put in the fact that he caught it in the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a huge, that's a game-changing play.
Yes, it is. Hopefully, with these last 12 seconds, they can capitalize on that before going into halftime. Like I said earlier, stick around for the Eccles Carpet One halftime show. Greg Ledbetter is ready to step into the booth and talk to Savannah Jacoby, coach of our volleyball team, to talk about their season. Pfizer now in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers wide on the right side, 1 to the left. There's the snap. His pass is out there to the right.
Double
it was
pass.
Complete to Cooper White, and he's going to pass it. And I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think
it was just incomplete coming back this way.
Yeah.
Kind of over his head. He lofted it just a little bit.
I've often said to myself, if I could design a press box, what would it look like? Would it be curved like this or bowed out? I don't know.
Full glass.
Yeah, exactly. Full glass front.
Full glass.
All the way across. You imagine how expensive that would be, especially in California. Yeah. They just couldn't do it.
Well, I don't think this press box was here when I was, but it's a completely different press box.
Yeah, no, it's different, yeah. It is different. Pfizer now in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers wide on the right side, 1 to the left. There's the snap looking downfield. He's got a man out there, and no. That was Jalen Witcher, and it was just out of his reach.
Just out of his reach. But look at how comfortable he is standing in the pocket there.
Oh, yeah.
You just
lots of time.
Yeah, you got to keep going back and applauding our offensive line right now because they're playing great. This quarterback knows the room that he has, knows how far up he can move, knows where he can go side to side.
Well, and one of the ones that I keep seeing is Trace Hawkins holding those blocks right up front.
That's right. Looks like they're going to try and kick one here, and instead they caught the Panthers offsides, and this is something that we see the Bruins do time and again. Now, was there the shift, put your hand out? I'm not sure. I couldn't see exactly how they caused that. Right.
Prior to the snap, full start against the defense.
I think a lot of times it's just with the count, just the way that they, down, set, hut.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to be out there to hear what they're doing.
Yeah. I need to get us a parabolic mic down on the sidelines.
That'd be nice.
All right, now he's going to try it from the 25-yard line. The kick is up. It's good. Bounces right off the buck center.
Nice. That's
nicely done.
Great kick right down the middle.
So the Bruins go into halftime 33-15 over Magnolia. All right. Well, we're going to go straight into the Eccles Carpet One halftime show. Stick around. We've got more Bruin football coming up right after this. Greg, take it away.
Welcome to the Eccles Carpet One halftime show. At Eccles Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. EcclesCarpet1.com. Now, here's your host, Greg Ledbetter.
Welcome to Eccles Carpet One halftime show, where we share stories of how PA is inspiring students to explore, create, contribute, and achieve. I am Greg Ledbetter, Head of Enrollment and Financial Aid at Pulaski Academy, and we are lucky to have Savannah Jacoby here with us today. She is our senior high volleyball coach, and much more. But hello, Savannah, how are you?
I'm doing good and happy to be here.
Great, thank you, Savannah. Savannah is our senior high girls volleyball coach. She also was the assistant for the junior high, working with our younger kids as they move their way up into her area of senior high volleyball. And she came to us as an experienced volleyball player, where she played at Ouachita Baptist University, which is where my two kids graduated from, actually, and where she played for 2 years, then suffered an injury, unfortunately, that put her out of playing. But she did finish her degree there, where she was in mathematics and coaching. She has 3 years of teaching and coaching experience with us before she came to PA, and then 3 years with us. This is your third year, right, Savannah?
Yes,
just finished your third year as our volleyball coach. We had a good season.
We did.
I want to talk a little bit about that, but I just want to say this. I really, what I tell a lot of families about Pulaski Academy is that we nurture the social and the emotional, physical, and the cognitive development of students, and we do that through the arts, the academics, and athletics. And so that's why we have Savannah here with us today, is to talk about the great things that we do in athletics, and particularly with our young ladies. And so we're always excited, and have been excited for some time, to have Savannah here. She's also in our PE department. We're going to talk about a little bit later, but back to the season. We had a pretty good season, so tell us a little bit about that.
We did. So we ended up being conference champions out of the 4A Central Conference.
Yep, go Bruins.
Which was not an easy task.
Really?
We had a couple of early losses in the first round of conference, had some adversity that we had to get through and overcome, and had to crawl our way back into that number 1 seed. And it was actually the last week of our conference play that we ended up getting the 2 wins that we needed to secure that conference championship, which gave us the number 1 seed out of our conference going into the state tournament. So we ended in the quarterfinals, which is never the way that you want to go out. Of course, you always want to make it all the way to the finals, and this group of girls was definitely very, very talented, and I believe that they could do it. But the quarterfinals was still a great accomplishment, and not everyone gets to say that they made that. So we did finish in top 8 in the state. Which, again, not every team can say that. And we have been fortunate enough these last 3 years that I've been here, we've made it to the state tournament every year. First year we went all the way to the semis and got knocked out. Last year we did get knocked out in the first round. So this year we had some revenge, so to speak, that we wanted to come back on. And so I was very proud of the girls for their hard work, and to be able to say that we were in the top 8 out of the 4A is still a great thing to be proud of.
Well, and I think just in the 3 years that you've been here, we've had some great accomplishments on the court. I don't know that we were that successful in the win category and competing at the state level as much as we are since you've been here. So congratulations to you, and kudos for the good work that you're doing. In fact, the work that you're doing doesn't only show up in the win-loss columns, but it also shows in the expansion of the program. So can you talk to us a little bit about how the program has grown since you've been here?
Yes. So we are very fortunate that our program has really just taken off in the last 3 years that I've been here. And I know that volleyball has become a recent interest, just in general in the state and all around us. A lot of people are getting involved with volleyball, but here in particular at PA, I feel like we've done some really good things to promote really just girls' athletics in general.
Absolutely.
We have added a 5th and 6th grade athletic period, and that allows our senior high coaches to be able to work with those younger kids at the 5th and 6th grade level. And so the earlier that you get them, the earlier you can start implementing your principles, the fundamentals, your schemes, your expectations. When you start building it from the ground up, you start seeing the fruit of it. And so we're slowly starting to see all of that come to fruition just with our 7th, 8th, and 9th graders, and then our 10th through 12th graders in senior high. Just every year, we just keep getting bigger and bigger, and more girls are interested in trying out, more girls are wanting to be a part of it. And so I think it also is a testament to our senior high girls and the love that they have for the game.
Oh, wow,
and they see the girls around, and they see girls at their games, and they make sure that they, thank them for coming, and they're so excited that they're there. So really our senior high girls, I feel like, are really big role models to these younger kids, and they are causing the younger ones to see what all of this is about.
Well, that's just such a tradition of PA too, where our older
Yes.
kids are working with our younger kids. And
Mhm.
and what I find very interesting is somebody who's around the school and has been around the school for as long as I have, but to see the athletic department over all these years take on sort of the same philosophy we use in our academics, where we're working with the younger children very intentionally knowing what they need to learn in order to get to the next level. And the athletic department and you have adapted to that very well, where you're teaching those, being around the young girls, you're teaching them fundamentals and basics at the younger age, driving their interest. You're utilizing your seniors to engage with the younger girls. And as a result, I think, as you told me, you've got about 60 girls from 7th through 12th grade?
We do. And of course, that doesn't include our 5th and 6th grade girls. I think we have, on average, about 12 to 15 in each of those grades as well. So you're looking at about 90 kids total from 5th through 12th grade that are interested in volleyball and that are playing it.
And it's you and an assistant coach that's the head coach of the junior high. I don't know how y'all do it, but you're doing a great job.
It takes a lot of time, but I truly believe that if you love what you do, you never have to actually work a day in your life. And it is a testament to me and my assistant coach both. We both love what we do. We love the kids, we love the girls, and we love the sport. So it's been fun.
That's awesome. Well, it's always, and I know that you believe fun is an important part of the process
Yes,
as well. So,
most definitely.
We're running a little short of time here, so I know that part of your skill set and your abilities is that you had to make some pivots with this COVID, and as everybody did, and yet in a period of time, March of April, you said we didn't even know if we were going to play. To being able to make it through all the the decision to play, the restrictions that were involved in the initial decision to play, and then being able to get to the quarterfinals. That to me is an extreme accomplishment and a sign of your ability to make the necessary adjustments and changes. But tell us a little bit about what that looked like, some of the adversity that you went through when COVID hit us.
No one really prepares you for anything.
Can't prepare for a pandemic.
You cannot. You can't prepare to coach in it, teach in it. But I believe it was a great lesson for really everyone. Like you said, back in March and April, and especially once we started getting closer to May, when usually our summer workouts are hitting the ground running in June and July. Back in May, we were worried that we weren't going to have a season, and trying to keep the girls positive. And in quarantine, we watched a lot of film, which was really good. The girls, we were watching collegiate level film and just kind of analyzing things that they were doing and utilizing the time that we had, which we really wouldn't have if we weren't all online. So just trying to find different things to do, giving them workouts to do. And actually, I didn't give them workouts. I loved my seniors actually took on this idea of the girls created the workouts. They would send it to me prior, but they would create the workouts and send it to the girls. And I feel like that was received a lot better sometimes. Awesome. Getting the workout from a coach isn't always the best thing to do, but when you get it from your own teammate, and they were also, holding each other accountable with it, it was really cool to see. In July, the girls were just excited that we could continue to play. They were able to start scrimmaging a little bit, which they were just hungry for. They were ready to stop just doing drills and basics and fundamentals. And so we were just slowly preparing for season, but still that, what if, are we actually going to get to play?
Yes.
And so I feel like it just taught them a lot about how to just be flexible and just kind of work with what you're given and just do the best that you can, and really just kind of coming together as a team and relying on your team and your coaches to just get you through tough times. And so we were thankful to really just be able to play that first game that we were actually able to get in. It was different. And it was not what anyone would ever expect a volleyball game to look like, with social distancing and masks and everything. But the girls just took it on, and they just were so thankful to play. And really every single game that we got to play, we were just so thankful for, because like I said, back in March and April, we had no idea if we were going to be able to.
That's awesome.
And so then, of course, being able to get through the entire season, which people kept on telling us, so just wait, they're going to shut you down. Just wait,
Always looming in the background, wasn't it?
Yes. So we were able to finish that season, be conference champions, and then make it to the quarterfinals. It was just a really great story of adversity and overcoming adversity for these girls to remember for a lifetime.
For a lifetime. Well, that's a testament to your coaching style and your interest in the program, interest in the girls, and certainly from your experience and just being a girl with girls. And so congratulations on a great season,
Thank you
Savannah.
very much.
And I'm sorry that it ended when it did, but again, I love what you said, a great story that these kids will remember the rest of their lives.
Yes.
We'll never forget COVID, I don't think.
I don't think
and
anyone
this is going to give these girls something really to highlight as a great accomplishment, and a lot of that is because of what you did.
Yep.
So thank you so very much.
It definitely taught them things outside of volleyball, and it taught them some life lessons, which I always preach to them as well. Like, yes, volleyball, we love it and we play it, but it teaches way more than volleyball. It teaches you things that you need when you don't have volleyball anymore and you don't have high school anymore.
Yep.
So these girls took it on like champs.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that's part of what we do so well, and it's because of people like you as we build character along the way. So at any rate, well, it's time to get back to the game, and we thank you so much, Savannah. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all you do.
No problem. Thanks
all
for
right,
having
so
me.
this is Greg Ledbetter signing off. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Looking to pass. There's the pass, and it's complete to Cooper White. He's across the 45, the 50, the 40, the 30. He's going to take this one all the way to the finish line. You're in the dead now. On the right side, 3 on the left. There's the pass. It's complete to Jalen Winter, and he's going to the house. At the 20, at the 10, touchdown. Why bother putting up a fight when your victory is out of sight? The blood is rushing. Little shovel pass to Joe Hyman. He's going to work his way up to the 40, up to the 35. Still trying to work his way across the field, across the 25. But you don't have a shot. You're in the dead now. When the lights come on, and it's our time to shine, we'll make our way down to the finish line. snap to Pfizer. Immediate handoff to Caleb Nichols, and he works his way across the 40, picking up the first down.
There's a handoff, and he is they faked the handoff, and Fuda was not full.
So give us all you've got, or you don't have a shot. You're in the dead now. When the lights come on, and it's our time to shine, we'll make our way down to the finish line. We're in the den now. You're in the den now. You're in the den now. You're in the den now.
Welcome back to the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. We've just under 3 minutes left, and then the teams will come out, put another 3 minutes up. So we've got a few minutes to chat. So I do want to take just a moment and thank our halftime show sponsor. That's Ackles Carpet One. At Ackles Carpet One, they get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Ackles Carpet One. It's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Ackles Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AcklesCarpet1.com. Thanks so much for joining us back here in the Ackles Carpet One studio for our halftime show. Want to bring you some scores from around the 5A conference tonight. Also playing in the second round of the playoffs. Harrison is defeating Whitehall just barely, 23-21 in the third quarter. The big one that we wanted to watch earlier, Little Rock Christian, 45, Hot Springs Lakeside, 7 at halftime. Looks like they're going to walk away with that one easily in the second half, have the sportsmanship rule in effect there. Of course, the score here at Pulaski Academy, the Bruins lead the game 33-15 over Magnolia's Panthers. At halftime, Wynn leads Texarkana 7-0, and that's it. It's fun, you get into this time of the year, you get into it, and it's fewer and fewer and fewer games, but that's it. That's all that we have in 5A. So the team that I'm looking for, of course, later in the season is Wynn. It's interesting to me that Wynn is only ahead by 7-0 over Texarkana. So either Texarkana's defense is really something, or Wynn's offense didn't show up tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So had lots of folks wanted to say hello to my co-host for the evening, Jason King. Again, if you're just joining us, thanks for joining me. We're having a fun time.
We are.
I can't thank you enough. This has been a blast. Let's see. Going back to our Crown Trophy live fan feedback.
Yeah, what do we got over there?
Defensive coach Madison Taylor's parents watching from Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for watching tonight. Cade says, "Go Bruins." Let's see. Go Bruins. Great to hear Jason in the booth from Rickenbach and Ward families, class of 2012 and 2015.
That's awesome. I love it. Just went to Rachel Rickenbach's wedding. It was beautiful. Loved it.
Fantastic. Let's see. Shout out to Jason in the booth from Coach Vince, or the Manso Burger Cooker.
That's awesome. You love it. I'm glad everybody's tuning in. I love our PA community. It's great. It helps out with so many different things down the road while you're here. It's great.
This Holt Short, who of course is typically in the booth with me.
Yeah.
He's sending us messages watching the game tonight, and he says
nice.
Garyon Curry lists his 40 time as 4.4 on his Twitter account, and he's inclined to believe it.
Yeah, I mean, he's been running the ball hard tonight. We haven't seen, he's had a couple long runs that we've seen the speed, but I've honestly been more impressed with the way that he's shed some tackles. And like I said, his leverage. He's one of those guys who's pretty short and stocky, and he kind of has a good lateral movement that we've gotten a glimpse of tonight.
This fan writes in on our Crown Trophy live fan feedback, go Isarius. Another one that says, from Magnolia, Arkansas, this Kevin saying good luck to the Panthers. Number 22 for Magnolia is pronounced Abear. Good one to remember. I think I noted that at pregame, and then I think I probably slipped up a little bit. Can you show the press box? No, I'm sorry, we can't. There's not we don't have a camera on the other side of the field to show it to you. But I tell you, it's actually easy to see if you go on, maps.google.com. You can switch it over to satellite view, zoom in on PA. You'll see it right there.
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, that's actually how I scope out whenever we're going to an away game, to kind of get a feel for what it is we're walking into.
Yeah.
And it's a school that we've never played at before. So I'll check that out, hit the 3D button there, and it'll kind of tilt it a little bit so you can see some
it's pretty
depth.
cool.
Yeah, it works out well. Let's see. Boy, y'all stories about that fellow running into Miss Carroll that one time had me in stitches, signed Trevor.
Yeah, I still feel bad about that one.
Happy holidays, everyone. Go Joe. Love Big Sis and niece Trinity.
That's nice.
My name is Jake, a Cajun from Louisiana. I'm friends with the Withams and Corbin Witham's roommate in Fayetteville. I'm watching the game from Stuttgart, cheering on Luke and Cameron.
So cool. So many people tuned in.
Yeah. Let's see. Go Panthers. Let's go Panthers from Coach Mark King's family in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Watching from McNeil, Arkansas. Great job, Jason. Let's see. That's Perry Gay and Brent Walker.
Love it. There's our PA community coming around all the time.
Deandra says, go Panthers. Mr. and Mrs. Pickle cheering on the Bruins.
Nice.
Dina, I hope that Dill is somewhere nearby. Scratch him on the head for me. If their dog's name is Dill.
Yeah,
Dill
that's
Pickle.
funny,
I love
which
it.
I love. Yeah, that's good.
He is the biggest baby dog. I mean, he'll just run galump at you and just jump up in your lap.
That's good.
Let's see. Number 24, DeRaylon Williams. Of course, that's for the Panthers. Let's see. Number 24 from Magnolia is DeRaylon Williams, not done. Okay. Well, we will make a note of that, and
we will note it.
He's writing it down on our paper roster right up here right now, so hopefully we get that right in the second half.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Goodness, I'm 30 minutes behind on these. This is crazy.
Is this more than usual?
Yeah, this is a whole lot more than usual. I love this. Craig Phillips, watching all the way from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Go Panthers. Go Bruins from D.C. and Lonnie. I tell you what, those are two of the hardest working people on campus, D.C. and Lonnie. Thanks for watching tonight.
Thank you to everyone watching.
Let's see. Max, class of 1982, watching from Dallas. Go Bruins.
82.
Look at this. Look here on the screen.
That's a good setup right there.
Magnolia alum living in San Antonio, Texas. Thanks for the broadcast. Go Panthers. And he's got 3 different screens showing 3 different football games.
Yeah, he's doing it right.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good
The only way to top that is if he had some Thanksgiving leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
Right on top of that.
I'll have those rolling for the next week.
Yeah, we will too, no doubt. And then eventually you stick them in the blender and do some fun stuff and make sandwich. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get some of those yeast rolls.
About that.
You get some yeast rolls, a little turkey, some stuffing, a little bit of cranberry sauce. Put those in the blender. Make it, stick it inside the yeast roll. Eat it like a sandwich.
Whoa, you blew my mind with that one.
Yeah, that goes way back. All right, we're ready to kick this one back off. And if you recall, the Panthers won the toss. They elected to receive. The Bruins, recovered their own onside kick, and now the Panthers are kicking off to the Bruins. Looks like they're trying to kick onside as well, but this time this one was covered up by Josiah Johnson at the 50-yard line to start the second half.
That's another short field that we're going to get to work with for the Bruins. Interested to see if we'll maybe change our game plan. Maybe not us. So, our coaches here at PA, they're great at making halftime adjustments. And that's how you can tell a good coaching staff when you come out and you see fixing all of the small issues that you have. We'll see if Magnolia does the same thing.
Looking out there, that is Bruffett in the shotgun. He has twin receivers on either end of the field, and Joe Hyman on his left side in the backfield. There's the snap. He's looking downfield. Somebody tipped that pass. It is incomplete. Didn't see who got a finger on that.
And Bruffett, he does a good job preparing too. I got to talk to him after practice yesterday, and I've talked to him a few times, even within the last year or two. And he's just a guy who, he keeps working on it. He keeps working on his craft, and I love that. I love when guys take it seriously and they treat it like the job that it is.
Well, so far tonight, he's 3 for 5 for 34 yards. There's the snap. Handoff to Hyman. He's running to the left side of the field. He's across the 50, makes his way to the 45, runs into a couple of the Bruins, and he's forced out of bounds at about the 42.
And he kind of did that one by himself.
Right.
That's one of those plays where it helps to have great players. The Magnolia defense, they ran a good play into it. They kind of had the middle of the defense, middle of the line play stuffed, and he made a great play to cut it outside. And wide receivers were blocking pretty well and made something out of nothing.
There's the snap to Bruffett. He's looking downfield. The pass is out there, and it I cannot believe there was no flag on that one.
That's what I was thinking.
He had him wrapped up before the ball was even near his hands. That is textbook pass interference.
Yeah, it looks like pass interference, and I'd like to throw a flag on the ref for pass interference too.
He was standing right there.
Lane, yeah.
Well, they're going to set it up again. 3 receivers wide on the right side, 2 on the left. Bruffett, empty set in the backfield. There's the snap, looking to the left side. The pass is out there, and I don't think Caleb Nichols realized the ball was coming to him.
Yeah, we had another miscommunication. You don't want to see that coming out of halftime. I feel like that's pretty uncharacteristic for these guys. You got to think Coach Kelly takes them over to the sideline and really gets after them, and we'll see a different product come out on the field with our offense the next time around.
That was an Aloft Hotel 4th down conversion attempt. Unfortunately, it's going to go back the other direction from the Panthers' 42-yard line. 11 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bruins lead 33-15. Going back to the Magnolia side of the ball, Blanchard has attempted 4 passes. So far, he's 0 for 4. But for rushing, they're actually not doing too bad. The leading rusher on the team is Garyon Curry. No surprise there. There's the snap, and it goes to Curry. He runs to the left side of the field at the 40, and he makes his way up to about the 45, picks up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it looks like Magnolia came out with pretty much the same idea as they started the game with. I don't think they'll stray from that unless maybe we get a lead. We further the lead or something drastic happens here soon. They have to maybe mix it up. Looks like they like what they went with, and they're going to keep chipping away at it.
The initial stop for the Bruins was by Dale Pino on the defense. 11:08 on the clock. Blanchard under center. Looks like he handed off that time to DeRaylan Williams.
No, straight up the middle. They're sticking with it. Triple option. Hand it off to your first option. We've got our linebackers kind of walked up there in the middle, up to the line of scrimmage. So we think we know what they're doing. So we're kind of selling out for it.
Panthers at 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Blanchard now under center. Man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff again.
Ball's out.
The ball's loose.
Fall on it.
The Bruins say they have it. Let's see. Yes, they do.
Bruins have the ball. And there you go. We talked about at the beginning of the game, these turnovers. Anytime you're going to play a team that wants to pitch the ball, move the ball around this much, it's just you're going to have turnovers. Yep. You can't do it effectively the whole game. It's like you're kind of watching a military school out here, like you're watching, Navy, one of these Navy Army teams, and they're trying to stick with this option and run the ball, but you just don't want the ball moving around that much.
Right. You're absolutely right. That was Romello Bell who recovered the fumble there for the Bruins. Great job. 10 minutes, 28 seconds left in the third quarter. 33-15. Bruins are up. Looks like Joe Hyman is set up in the shotgun. They're going to change it up. Now it's Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. There's the quick pitch to Hyman. He's at the 40 and makes his way to the 35. I think probably the 34 is where he ran out of bounds.
And it's going back to this PA defense. We're known as the offensive powerhouse, but look, the Panthers have 15 points in the second half. They've scored 76 and 55 the last 2 weeks. They're doing a great job putting our offense in a great position.
Twins stacked on the left side, man in motion. They threw me off with that one. The snap goes directly to Joe Hyman, and he kept it, ran it up to about the 25-yard line. That's enough for a first down for the Bruins.
Yeah, direct snap, so we're mixing it up a little bit. I was thinking it was a draw at first, but yeah, I guess we're getting the ball to him any way we can at this point.
Seems that the Bruins can come by air or by land.
That's right.
I want to see them try and come by sea. That would be interesting. 1st and 10. Pfizer in the shotguns. Twin receivers on either end of the field. Hyman on his left side. There's the snap, looking to pass, looking to the left side. Oh, and a man's got a hand on him. There's a PI Roofing penalty flag that comes in. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down. He's at the 10, the 5. He's in the end zone. Yes, okay, we've got one judge that calls the touchdown. Let's come back and let's check on this.
Tough spot for that flag right there. I didn't see exactly what happened, but when you see a flag thrown back there, you got a bad feeling they might call a holding on us, and it looks like we're jogging back here now.
Yeah.
During the run, holding number 55
Yeah.
on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, that's tough.
Still first down.
You're blocking your guy. You got him in front of you. Your quarterback runs outside of the pocket. If you've got hands on, and you're the offensive tackle, you got hands on your DN. Quarterback runs outside. The DN tries to chase him. Then it's an automatic holding call on you because there you have a pull of the jersey, and that's all the refs are really looking for right there.
So after the penalty has been assessed, the ball is spotted at the 42-yard line. That one really hurt for the Bruins. That is first and a bus ride. Pfizer's in the shotgun. He has Woods on his right side. There's the pass. It's complete to Cooper White. He's across the 25, the 20, and he is brought down at the 15 by Devin. What did we say Devin's last name was? Number 14? Is that the right one?
Oh, 14. No, Devin Dunn.
Devin Dunn.
Devin
okay.
Dunn, and then we had 24, Deraylin Dunn.
All right.
Deraylin Williams.
All right.
Yeah, we
just
had
making sure I didn't get that right.
Great play call. Like we said earlier, you look at this Magnolia defense, you take a look at their safeties. They're going to play their safeties really wide. So if they ever blitz someone, bring someone up the middle, that whole middle of the field is going to be wide open. So I think we're keying in on that in the second half. And you can kind of see us, I don't know what route that was that he ran. It might have just been like a type of quick slant right there, but he had the whole middle of the field to himself to do whatever he wanted.
I'm not sure why there's an official timeout on the field, but I'll take a moment here just to be – oh, it looks like they're going to bring the sticks out and just measure that real quick. But I do want to say hello to my sister. She's watching up in Northwest Arkansas. Hi, Jessica. Happy holiday.
That's nice. I'll say hello to my mom and dad watching. I know my whole family. They're crazy football people. They never missed a game one time in my entire career.
Love it.
So I'll say hi to mom and dad, Sammy P. I know I've got friends watching. I make them watch, so.
You better watch or else.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so they measured it. It's 2nd and inches for the Bruins. So now Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right. There's the snap. He's rolling out of the pocket to the right side. Still looking. The pass is out there. He's got a man in there. Did he come up with the ball? That was Dylan Allison. Touchdown, Bruins.
Touchdown.
Wow.
What a play. And that's a great ball. Again, great ball. Who threw that one?
Who caught it?
Who threw that one?
That was Pfizer.
Okay, so Pfizer's in a QB. Yeah, they're both doing a good job, but Pfizer right there just threw a great ball. It's tough to do. Can't say enough for these quarterbacks that are able to run this Pulaski Academy offense where they're throwing on the move constantly.
There's the snap. The pass was out there, but it is no good. I think that was intended for Woods, or at least it hit him first.
Just a little low.
So the 2-point conversion fails there, but the Bruins continue to lead this one 39-15 against Magnolia's Panthers. We're going to keep it right here.
And we had a big big penalty right there on that drive. But sometimes when you're looking at an offense like Pulaski Academy has, you can throw the statistics out the window because they just find a way to get it done.
Well, you wouldn't believe the nasty things sometimes people text. Oh, me, oh, my. But in the meantime, Addie is watching from Lufkin, Texas, and she says hello. Let's go, Romello Bell. Braden and I are watching. Jason, you're doing great. Go Bruins and go Jay from Sammy P. You just talk about them.
There you go.
And the Pew Metters family.
That's right. Yes. Go Sammy P. Go family. That's my girlfriend. She'd get mad at me if I didn't shout her out. So.
Yes, you would. Yes, she would.
Pulaski Academy grad.
Okay.
Pulaski Academy grad.
Good job. Snagged yourself a Bruin.
That's right.
Here is Vaughn Seelick. Oh, my goodness, and they've got a chance. Yes, the Bruins have it.
Looks like we got the ball.
They sure did. I didn't think that was going to go far enough, and it wouldn't have, but one of the Panthers touched it, so it's a live ball.
So was that one of those helicopter, was that one of the spinning?
I'm not sure what it was supposed to be, but I think he kind of muffed it a little bit.
Okay.
That was Bo Miller who covered that one up for the Bruins.
Yeah, and it just I'm a numbers guy. I always go back to the analytics of things, and you watch us recover onside kicks and things of that matter, and it leads to wins for this program. So obviously there's a lot of football to be played, but we keep doing the right thing, stacking plays like that together. It usually ends well.
Here's Nolan Bruffett in the shotgun. He has twins stacked on either end, pulled in tight. There's the handoff to Hyman. Then he pitches it to Allison. He throws the ball out to Cooper White. He's across the 20, the 15, and he is brought down inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone.
Well, misdirection.
I saw them practice that one probably for half an hour the other day, and that was fun.
Oh, you got to love when they come up with plays like that. I think that there's college programs, NFL programs that watch these games and take some of Coach Kelly and PA's trick plays.
Well, they should. Bruffett again in the shot. No, excuse me. That is Hyman in the shotgun. He takes it direct and runs.
Strong run.
Dragging number 9 all the way up to the 3-yard line.
Strong run.
Wow, that was Javoria Murphy that he dragged all the way out there. And, that's not good. That's an official timeout. Who is that? That is Joe Hyman. So our trainer, Todd Ross, is going to check him out. Dr. Bruffett is out there. He's moving. That's a good sign. Did his helmet come off during the play?
Yeah, that's what, we couldn't quite see from up here what it could have been.
And you don't normally, they wouldn't normally take off their helmet if they're being evaluated like that.
That's always good. He's up and he's walking off on his own. Yeah. Oh, he's jogging off.
Got a little jog to him, so yeah, that's good.
You hope he just maybe got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah. Well, I know that Grant was having trouble with his remote set up earlier, but maybe he can text us. I don't know. Is he listening still? Do you know? He just left. Okay, good. All right. He'll be back, and he'll send us a text or something to let us know. Grant, are you listening out there still? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's good. All right. So he's going to find out an update there on Joe.
We have 30 in the backfield here?
Yes, we do. That is Woods. Oh, and that was a fun little pass. That's Caleb Nichols. He's getting dragged as well. Or excuse me, he's doing the dragging. He had the carry, but that was a fake pass. It was in the direction of Woods. Kind of threw me off for a second there.
Yeah, that's an interesting play. Magnolia did a good job on defense just recognizing what was happening there.
I think you fooled Popeye, too, on the camera.
Yeah, we lost it up here. They're saying, yeah.
All right. You got Bruffett in the shotgun with Woods on his right side in the backfield, twin receivers on either end of the field. Handoff goes to Woods. He's going to try and punch it in. I think he might have picked up a yard or two. More like 3.
So it looks like maybe we're at the 1 or 2 going in. Ball on the 2.
Yeah, ball is on the 2. 3rd down and goal. 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the play clock, 20 seconds on the game. Reverse that. 7.5 minutes on the third quarter left. Bruffett in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's going to play action to Woods. There's the pass. It's complete to Caleb Nichols, and he's going to get in there for a touchdown for the Bruins.
And Nichols, great play on that. Way to be strong. You know, a defender had him maybe potentially for a loss, maybe for a loss of 1 or 2, and he just spun out of it. You know, sometimes when you make a play like that, you got to look at the defender and tell him weight room. And you got to tell him, I'm strong. You got to bring the heat if you want to tackle me.
Yep.
So right there, spun out of it, got the touchdown. Great play by Nichols. Good blocking up front. Good blocking by the receivers. It's the way to get it done.
Looks like Von Seelig is out there to kick the point after. And they did it again.
This is giving me flashbacks of when
right?
I was here. I had totally forgotten about this.
Prior to the snap, offside against the defense.
Guys would jump off sides
Half the distance to the
3,
goal,
4 times in a row.
Yeah. So is there anything that you do on the line?
And it brought me back to it right then. You talk to the refs about it pregame. You let them know this is the way that we run it, and this is not a false start by us. This is the way that we block. And that kick's good.
Yeah, it is.
Down the middle. But, yeah, you drop your – they say hut, and everybody drops their hand at the same time to get set. So usually, you know, you're anticipating the sound and the movement to mean snap of the ball, but the ball's not going anywhere.
Right.
And it's not a false start because it's uniform by the whole line.
Right.
So it's like yelling shift and then having a guy go in motion.
Right.
So it's legal. The other teams just can't prepare for it for some reason. And that drive, I will say, numbers guy over here, that drive, I don't believe that we had a penalty or a sack on that drive. So did we?
No.
No penalties, no sack. If you ever see the Bruins take the field and there's no penalties or no sacks, we convert those into not field goals but touchdowns over 85% of the time.
Wow.
So that's a stat for everybody to write down. That's why, you just try to stay away from those drive killers. And that's where just being a disciplined team and disciplined program like Pulaski Academy comes into play and translates into wins.
Well, here is Von Seelig once again to kick off. That one is that was a worm burner if there ever was one. And, there's a mad scramble for it. I think that the Panthers recovered it, though. Yes, they did. That was number 19 of the Panthers. That's Jordan Davis. That came at him with such force. That had to hurt.
It's just, they do such a great job kicking these. It's just every single one looks like it has a chance. And that's something that, it's just impressive because, they practice it so much.
Here's an update on Joe Hyman. He was checked out, and he'll be coming back into the game.
Great news. Great news for a great player, hard worker.
Here is Blanchard under center, man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff goes to 24. That's Deraylon Williams. 14 with the stop. That's Jalen McKinney. Ouch, he looks like he's hurting. Come on, tap out. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Go get it checked out. You'll be all right. Shake it off, buddy. I don't care what team we're playing. I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Right. And playing hurt. That's a tough thing.
Yeah.
You want to be tough, but
yeah,
got to get it checked out.
It's good to be tough, but you got to be smart about it too. So he made the right call there. Blanchard under center. There's the snap. Handoff to number 9. That is Javorier Murphy. He's able to pick up the first down.
He's got some size. He's 6 foot, 230. He's kind of able to, carry a couple of our defenders with him.
Well, the one that brought him down finally was Josiah Johnson. Big name for the night on the defensive side of the ball for the Bruins.
Yeah, that's a collision when they meet in the hole.
6 minutes, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the snap to Blanchard. He gives a quick pitch over to Kerryon Curry, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage.
And they are doing exactly what they're supposed to do by keeping that contained. And, I thought that the running back could have gotten the edge right there, but our defenders just did a great job. And it takes more than one, because one of the guys is trying to keep it contained, has the blocker on him. The other one is there for teamwork, and they make a team tackle together.
Well, that was those two working together was Romello Bell and Josiah Johnson.
And they've been doing it all night.
All night long.
Yeah.
Second down, 9 yards to go. from the Bruins 35-yard line. There's the snap, passing play. He's got a man out there, and it's caught, and he is brought down at the 3-yard line. That'll be first and goal for the Panthers. Trying to see, I believe that was number 11. We knew well early in the game to watch for Carey, and there he was.
Yeah, and they're gonna hit a couple of those. We gotta play the defense that we're playing, and they're gonna hit a couple of those tonight. You just have to weather the storm.
He was caught by Fuda Shinkawa that time. There's the snap. Handoff to number 9. I think he might have just made it back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down. They are inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone now. Blanchard back under center. He has a single receiver out wide on either end of the field. There's the snap. Handoff again to, well, that wasn't 9 this time. I think he punched it in that time. Touchdown for the Panthers.
And it's just kind of a pile up from up here.
Right.
Yeah.
It's too hard to see exactly who it was.
When they're handing it off in the middle there, and they've got all those options and blockers there in the front.
I'm being told that was Blanchard with a quarterback keep.
Okay. Yeah, Blanchard's just doing what he does tonight. You run the ball, you make a couple of plays downfield. When I say a couple, I mean 1 or 2 passes down the field, and that's how they win games.
So that extra point is up off the foot of J. Todd Baker, and it's good.
Yeah, this Magnolia offense, what they're going to do when they come out, it's pretty much going to be, if they complete 10% of their passes the whole night, maybe it's 3 passes for 3 touchdowns. You're playing the run because their passing game is not a threat to you at all.
Right.
And it's something that's going to happen throughout the course of the game. You just weather the storm, keep playing the defense that you're supposed to be playing like we're doing, and, rely on our offense to go score points.
Well, and you're right, because right now Dalen Blanchard is 1 for 5 on passing attempts, but 32 yards on that one pass. But go back on the other side, 2 of those were interceptions.
Right. Exactly.
So
exactly.
Just to bring that point home.
So we'll see if they come out and try another onside kick. It looks like they're lining up.
Looks like they are. Yeah, and here comes. Let's see who that one was. I think that is McCarroll over there. Nope, that's Jalen McKinney. The other Jalen. And then Caleb Nichols is still going to hang out deep just in case. The ball is on a tee, traditional, and he is going to kick it.
A little squib?
Yeah, a little squib kick. Caleb Nichols is going to pick it up at the 20-yard line, at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, and finally brought out of bounds.
Good return.
Wow.
He's
by
fast.
Devin Dunn. My goodness.
Yeah, Nichols is fast. He outran a couple of guys there.
I didn't see a flag. Is there one? They're talking to each other as if there was one. Oh, yes, there is. Way back here on the 30-yard line. There's a PI roofing penalty flag. Let's go down to the field.
During the run, block in the back against the receive team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Oh.
So we won't count that penalty on our numbers game that we play, the analytics game that we play for our offense scoring.
Right. 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bruins lead 46-22. As soon as we have a stoppage in play, I'll go back and review some of the other 5A scores. Pfizer now sets up in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. Handoff goes to Hyman, and he's around the right side of the field across the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. Still working his way to the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40,
he's got a
the
blocker.
35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Joe Hyman.
Oh, my goodness.
80-yard run.
I don't know if I've seen a player reverse field multiple times.
I've seen him do it multiple times this year. I mean, wow.
He is finding the running lanes, cut it all the way right, all the way left. I mean, he's a player. He's a playmaker.
He had some incredible blocks to get there.
One being QB leading the way, which you love to see your QB selling out, making the block for you there at the end.
Let's see if they catch him offsides again. So far, they're, 2 out of 2?
Yeah. I think we might be starting with our so we started with our hand down, and sometimes potentially the referee comes over and says, hey, you guys can't do this anymore.
Right.
And so you stop doing it. But it's legal, so you start the game doing it because it works.
Right. So now the Bruins lead 53-22. Let's look at the other 5A scores. Looks like Whitehall is now taking the lead, 5 points over Harrison, 35-30 in the fourth quarter. The last reported score that I have, if anybody's watching the Little Rock Christian game, I'm going to have to catch up on the live fan feedback in order to see it. But the last score that I have is at halftime, 45-7. Little Rock Christian leads that one. And then the other one to watch, Win 14, Texarkana 0 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Seriously.
I'd like to see that game tape.
Yeah.
And I had a recent memory, and that was being here. One of the first games I think I ever played in at Pulaski Academy was against Magnolia. I moved up when I was a 9th grader to play on the high school team. Coach Kelly asked me to, and I fought it for a while because I was terrified to play high school football. And I fought him for a while about it, and finally I moved up and played, and then I broke my tailbone against Magnolia. So here I am now. It's kind of coming full circle. They recovered
that was Goodwin, and it was picked up by number 4 of the Panthers. That is Robert Mack. So the score, tell me again, the score from Little Rock Christian right now. Little Rock Christian 52-7. 7 by Lakeside. Of course, that's being played at Lakeside, so Hot Springs has the home field advantage, at least, if you believe in it. How much of a real thing is that in football, for you anyway?
You know, that's a tough one. Number 9, he's a big guy.
Yes, he is.
Takes a couple guys with him. Yeah, home field advantage. I always enjoyed playing in home stadiums. I think I loved playing here at home in Pulaski Academy. I think it was probably my favorite home stadium to play in. Other than that, honestly, like you were reading the comment section, people saying bad stuff.
Right.
I thrived off of playing in huge arenas where fans were telling me disgusting, awful things.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
it just amps you up, huh?
I love it. I love it. Like, yeah, I would laugh, but also, like, I absolutely loved it. So
that's funny.
I'm just different.
I like it. There's the snap to Blanchard. He's going to hand off immediately to number 9, Javorier Murphy. He is stopped at the 45. Picks up 1 yard. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
Now, a lot of people feel, differently. If you ask a lot of coaches, they'll tell you it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I remember Coach Belichick, he would always say, like, it does not matter. There's no such thing as home advantage. In the playoffs specifically, the numbers say it really doesn't matter at all.
Okay. Here's Blanchard again under center. He has a single receiver on both ends of the field, as they've done the entire game. There's the snap. Handoff to Javorier Murphy. Now, he's been a workhorse for them on this drive. He picks up 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 3.
Now, what I really can't understand here is, they're taking these 2 3-yard gains, and even if they were getting a couple first downs here and there, I can't understand their clock management here.
Right.
Because it almost seems like they're doing what Pulaski Academy should be doing, and they're just burning their own clock. Every minute, every second they take off the clock, they're just taking away from their chances of getting a win tonight.
It was Isarius Woods with the tackle there. Blanchard under center. There's the snap. He's going to play action there. He gives a pitch out to Curry, and he runs to the left side of the field, and he is brought down after picking up 2 yards, but they're acting as if I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, that's going to be a Bruin football.
4th down, but going back to the time management on their end, I'm not sure. Well, they're in a predicament because if you're playing a team that's stopping the run, and you really can only effectively play offense by running the ball. I'm not sure that what answer they could possibly have for us at this point. They're just kind of ticking away at that clock, so we'll see if they decide to change. I would expect that they at least attempt to go to the pass game next time out on the field on offense.
And I'll be interested to see if the Bruins continue the hurry-up offense that they showed
right
before now in the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Here's Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers wide on the left side and 2 on the right. There's the snap. The pass goes to Jalen Witcher. He works his way across the 40, the 45. The flag comes in. He's across the 50 and comes out of bounds at about the 49-yard line inside Panther territory. But there is a PI roofing penalty flag back at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a block in the back on the Bruins. I don't necessarily love the call, but I do see what the referees were seeing there.
During the run, block in the back against the offense, number 1. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Number 1. He was carrying the ball.
Yeah, you kind of threw me off with that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's he's in one of those positions where his defender got upfield just a little bit on him. I think we could have made that play either way, but, just a guy trying to get a block and kind of has a tough angle on it.
Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Bruins set on their own 28-yard line. It's first down and a long way to go. Pfizer's in the shotgun. 4 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. He's looking to the right side. The pass is out there. That is complete. Oh, that was uncalled for. Did you see that?
I did. The stand up, that's when you just point at the scoreboard.
Right. But see, if he had – yeah, Christina tells me this has been happening all night. But if he had pointed at the scoreboard, they would have thrown a flag on him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there's the snap to Pfizer. He's rolling out to the left side. He's got lots of pressure. He's got to get rid of that ball or he'll find some room. There's the pass. It's out there, and it goes sailing into the stands. Oh, and bye-bye football. It went right over there's kids over there waving at it. How funny.
And good play. He extended the play. He was looking downfield, trying to make something happen. He didn't have it, so he got rid of the ball. It's exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
What you don't know, if you haven't been to this field before, on the other side of the visitor stands, it just kind of drops off. You can see the top of the building behind it. And,
that ball's on
gone.
The roof of one of the classrooms.
Yeah, it is. Pfizer's in the gun. He has 4 receivers on the left side, and he's going to find one of them. That is Dylan Allison, and then a quick lateral over to Caleb Nichols. Ouch. Oh, no. His ankle. He's holding onto his ankle there. And there's a flag way back here on the 32-yard line, the PI roofing penalty flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to call that a forward pass. I couldn't really see from the angle up here. It kind of looks like where the flag's laying. They might call that one forward.
I think you're right. Oh, goodness. They're still evaluating Caleb on the sidelines.
During the play, illegal forward pass. 2 forward passes during the play against the offense. That foul is 5 yards from the spot of the foul and loss of down.
Wow. So he is up on his feet and walking, so that is a good sign.
That is.
Yeah, he's hurting. You can tell that he's in some pain, but he is up on his feet, so that is a good sign at least.
Yeah, you can kind of breathe a little bit once you see the guys get up and walk off on their own. But, these guys are playing a physical football game tonight. They're playing a tough game. They're playing real physical, and they're really getting after it on both sides. Even if, the score, I guess we're up 31 right now, both teams are really still playing with a lot of effort, which you love to see. They're playing like it matters because it's the playoffs. Win or go home.
Right. Down there on the sidelines, Caleb is back up on his feet, walking around. So it looks like he may return into this one. That's a good sign. This time Pfizer has 4 receivers wide on the right side and 1 on the left. There's the snap. He's looking downfield. He's got a man out there. Oh, and it is intercepted. Wow. What? Oh, and the ball came loose. I think the Panthers have that one again.
Yeah, and that one just kind of sailed on him. It looked like the ball just came out and it looked like it just didn't go where he intended to put it.
Oh, that's Jordan Davis for the Panthers that is down hurt there. You just said it a minute ago. They are playing a very physical game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that hit right there. You know, you hate to see that, but these guys are really getting after it.
I'm going to tell you just a little bit. I've told you about Crown Trophy all night, but you know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even coworkers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. We greatly appreciate our friends Jenny and Roger Cole over there at Crown Trophy. They're big Bruin fans and big supporters of PA Live.
Yeah, great family. Hey, one of my favorite gifts I ever got was my big gallon Yeti water jug that I carry around that they put the King 72 on for me.
I love it.
They're great.
So here's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Blanchard under center. Man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff. Goes to 33. That is Sean Bell.
And they're running that clock. They haven't strayed from what they came in here to do. And even if we don't quite understand it from the booth, they're going to keep on going for it.
They're using their own plays.
And they're not running a hurry up offense. They're really taking their time in between snaps right now.
Yes. Well, the game clock and the play clock are in sync. That was Dale Pino with the tackle on that last play. There's the snap. He's going to pass. Pass is out there, and it's going to sail right over his intended receiver. That was supposed to be James Darius Smith.
Yeah, you'd expect our defense here to change a little bit because they're at the point where they have to press the panic button. And, you know, it's one of those things where our DNs are now going to be able to start kind of teeing off on the O-line, trying to rush the passer. And the quarterback, he's very uncomfortable right now, and I think it's probably going to translate to a couple of late-game interceptions maybe. We'll see what happens.
Blanchard under center. There's the snap. Couldn't miss that handoff, and it's going nowhere. I think he picked up about 4 yards. That'll bring up 4th down and 3 yards to go. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Bruins lead this one 53-22. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Bruin football on PA Live.
This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Maddie Brewster. Maddie is one of the hardest working and most earnest students in honors senior thesis this year. Her project on female depression is both relevant and timely. She continues to impress faculty and fellow students with her work ethic. She truly models responsibility and excellence each day. Congratulations to our Core Value Student of the Week, Maddie Brewster. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares.
All right, we're back to start the fourth quarter. This is for all the marbles. At least.
Yeah, put the 4s in the air at home.
Keep the marbles.
That's right.
Bruins lead 53-22. Blanchard looking back to the sidelines. Now he has one receiver on either end. Man in motion. He's under center. He says, no, I'm going to go talk to the coach again. 6 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap.
Quarterback
fakes the handoff, and he gets hit hard by Josiah Johnson.
Oh, just playing like an animal tonight. You love it. I mean, just with no regard for anything, flies down the middle and just lays the wood. That's how you play.
He does, and he's another one on our Bruin wrestling team.
Right.
And came in last year, first time wrestling, had no clue. It was funny to watch this because you can see how athletic he is, how strong he is. I mean, he's out there benching 300 pounds plus. So he gets out there on the mat, and I think it was his first or second time in a tournament. And it was too funny. I'm sitting over there with Coach Bruce Dickey, and in his corner, and we're, of course, Coach Dickey's telling him all the moves, and of course he doesn't know any of the moves because he's never wrestled before, and he's got this kid on his back, and Coach is like telling him all these wrestling moves, and he doesn't know what he's telling him. He doesn't understand it, and so I just stood up and I said, "Put him on his shoulders," and he's like, "Oh, And what's funny is he's got one arm in his hand and he's got the other one holding him still, and he looks up at Coach and he's like, "What do I do?" And that's when we're both like, "Put him on his shoulders," and he's just like,
Did it with ease.
Yeah, no problem. He's like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." Here.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So now he's going to be seeing the football translate to wrestling, the wrestling translate to football. It's I think of especially when you play in line of scrimmage, that wrestling helps so much.
Now Bruffett's out there in the shotgun. He has twin receivers on either end. There's the snap. He's going to hand that one off to Hyman. He's across the 40, the 35, the 30, and he is brought down there by number 77. That is someone who is not on my roster.
Well, the number guy's back. For those at home listening, the team that has the most 20-yard plays wins the game over 80% of the time. So that's another number to keep up with and another reason why PA football is so successful.
You and Holt would get along great. I'm serious. Y'all are both numbers guys.
Love the numbers.
There's the snap. He's looking to pass. The pass is out there, and he found Dylan Allison at the 20. That's enough for a first down for the Bruins.
I've been impressed with
no, wait. There's a flag back here at the 41, a PI roofing penalty flag.
Yeah, you're hoping that it's not a holding, but kind of talking to each other and holding, high-low, something like that.
Holding, number 61 on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Ouch. It's all right. That just means more room to run, right?
Yeah.
After the penalty is assessed, they'll place the ball at the 50-yard line. That is first down and 30 yards to go.
And anywhere else in the world, that would seem like a long ways.
Sure, you're right.
Here it just doesn't.
Looks like Hyman's going to take this snap directly. He has three receivers on the right, one to the left. Now he gives a pitch to Bruffett. Bruffett's going to throw it to the far side of the field over to Allison. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that looked like a dirty play there.
That somebody.
I haven't seen any flags come out.
I haven't either, but I hope he's okay. I hope everybody over there is okay, but there were like three of them that ran right into the. Yeah, Dylan's fine, it looks like.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, we had a good angle on it up here. That's a dirty play. It's a late hit. I don't see any flags come out, but kind of just right there, if you're PA, you take that discipline, you shake it off, and then you go find a way to win the game.
Dylan, but you can tell by the way he's walking, he is unhappy and angry.
We'll see if he translates it to a big play maybe.
Bruffett in the shotgun. He has two receivers on the right, one on the left. There's the handoff to – that's Caleb Nichols. Oh, my goodness.
I love that he's back.
There's some extracurricular activity that nobody cared to acknowledge in the backfield there.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. You start realizing this may be the last time I ever put my pads on, or something like that. And it weighs heavy on you, and you let your emotions get the best of you. And
goodness. Bruffett again in the shotgun. This time he has an empty set. He has three receivers on the right, two to the left. There's the snap. Looking to the right side. Pass is out there. And no, that is intercepted. That was intended for Dylan Allison. Instead, it was received by Jakeem Warren.
And that was just, that throw kind of just came out awkward. He knew as soon as the ball came off his hand, I think he was unhappy with it.
Well, I think he kind of forced it there.
Yeah. That's one of those ones you wish you could get back. And as a quarterback, you just have to shake it off. There's still a lot of football left to play. You just shake it off and go make the next throw. And they do a good job of doing that here because they're asked to do so many things. They're asked to throw so many passes, run this offense that's pretty complex. So you have to you got to be tough. You got to be tough-minded. And they do a good job at that here.
Blanchard looking to the sidelines. There's 10 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in this game. 10 seconds on the play clock. Blanchard under center. Single receiver on both ends of the field. Man in motion. There's the snap. And that ball is going nowhere. It was handed off to Javorier Murphy. He was met immediately by the defensive line.
And for those watching at home, yeah, I keep harping on this clock management deal, but I want you to just watch the play clock in between. You know, we know that, you know, an incomplete pass, that stops the clock. When you run the ball and you're tackled, whether it's 8 yards or downfield or 10 yards, tackle for loss, that clock keeps going. So with 9:54 left to play.
And
there's a
Fuda.
big sack.
Fuda Shinkawa comes up with a big sack.
We were waiting on that one. He was too. He talked to us yesterday after practice. He was ready to come out and have a big game today.
And he certainly is.
Just blew through there.
I don't think anybody laid a hand on him.
Team with the most sacks, over 75% of the time they win the ball game.
Wow.
Keep up with these numbers, everybody. It translates directly to the win column.
Now it's 3rd down and 16 yards to go for the Panthers. 9:11 on the game clock. 2 seconds. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Curry. He's across the 40 and he gets hit.
There's some collisions down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who hit home. I think he's the one that hit 2 Bruins and one of his own. But he picked up the first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, I didn't even notice before. It looks like, have we maybe rotated some? I think we've rotated a couple of new players in on our defense.
I would not doubt that. This time it's a pitch out to Carey, and he's across the 40-yard line before he is brought down by none other than Josiah Johnson.
So up front, what you guys are seeing our defensive line do up front is, you know, they want to keep trying to run the ball up the middle, and they've got big bodies, and they're able, especially with a couple of our D tackles, you know, we're light, athletic. What they're doing is they're pretty much submarining on the O-lineman, and they're just kind of shooting, making sure they clog up the middle. They're not trying to get off a block, make a play, because they don't have to rush the quarterback, but they're just trying to clog things up so our second level can make a play for us.
Blanchard under center. There's the snap. He's going to keep it. He's across the 35, trying to make his way. Got it rolled over a couple of the Bruins to get to the 30. It's a gain of about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
So they've had a big play. They've had one big play this drive, and I'm looking at the clock, and, you know, they've run, since I mentioned it last time, they've run about 2 minutes off the clock and, you know, still continuing to run the ball. But if you just do the math, you can't catch up and win a game at this rate. So they're going to have to throw the ball.
I think Josiah Johnson, either his helmet came off or he's having some type of he's having an equipment malfunction is what that is, so he had to come out. So that was the reason for the official timeout there. Now I wonder if he's wearing his own helmet. Apparently he's having lots of issues with his helmet and mouthpiece tonight. Blanchard under center. There's the snap. Pitch goes out to Curry, and he picks up the first down for the Panthers at about the 22-yard line.
Funneled it in. You know, they gained some yards, but, you know, we had a defender that made sure to funnel it in. He missed the tackle, but that allowed for one of the linebackers to come up right behind him and make a play for us, get a stop.
That was Dale Pino that picked up the tackle. Now from the 24-yard line, Blanchard under center, man in motion. There's the snap, handoff.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball came loose. I think there were actually 2 of them that reached out for that handoff.
And even if the ball was not on the ground, Fuda's in the backfield.
Right.
He's flying into the backfield right there. Keep an eye on that clock at home.
See on the far side over there near the end zone, those guys doing grass drills out there.
Oh, yeah. They're just getting some work in.
All right. Blanchard steps up under center. There's the snap. He's going to keep it this time. Oh, and a pitch. Ball comes loose. And the Panthers got lucky again.
So if you listen to our pregame and you took any notes on what we told you was going to happen this game, you pretty much knew exactly how things were going to play out here. Not as far as a win or a loss, but you knew exactly what they were going to do, exactly what we were going to do. You knew the ball was going to be fumbled. You knew they were going to have a tough time passing the ball downfield. You know, you look at the numbers, it's told us exactly what was going to happen this game.
And there's a flag, PI roofing penalty flag that comes in prior to the snap. Let's go down to the field.
Prior to the snap, offside, number 9 on the defense. 5 yards, still third down.
Not an extremely costly penalty there, but it does give them that 5 yards back. So it's third and we'll call it 9.5. Blanchard under center, man in motion. There's the snap. Blanchard rolling out to pass, and it is complete. That is to Kendrick Carey, and he picked up the first down for the Panthers. Josiah Johnson coming in clutch once again.
Now they threw the pass right there. But from the booth, if you guys are sitting at home, I'm going to keep on telling you this because I cannot get a grasp on it up here. But take a look at the clock. Look at the clock. Look at what's happening, and they're running it down.
Right. There's the pitch out there to Curry. You got Curry and Carey.
Yeah, I can't understand it. This drive, we started back here at the 50, and when I told you to look at it the first time, they had 10 minutes on the clock. There's 4:50, and it's going down, and there's not an ounce of hurry in this Magnolia offense.
You know, it was possible to score 20 points.
It was possible.
With 10 minutes.
It's not likely.
It's not likely now with 4.5 minutes left.
Yes, it's not likely. I don't know exactly what you can and can't say. It just looks like it looks like they gave up this football game 10 minutes ago. And I don't want to say that because I know these kids are playing hard, but you have to ask on the other side, and I'm frustrated for the guys playing on the field for Magnolia's offense because they should have been trying to win this game and get back in this game, and realistically, by the time the fourth quarter started, they had stopped playing football. There's no way mathematically, you look at the numbers, there's no possible way that you can win a football game, and still to this point, it's over, you know?
Yep. There's the handoff to Javorier Murphy again. I think he picked up 3 yards, 4, 5. There we go. So it'll be fourth down and looks like 7.
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
That was Dale Pino again with the tackle. Again, they're going to look to the sidelines.
And just let it tick.
Yeah.
At this point, if I'm a Magnolia player on offense, I'm calling the quarterback in the huddle and telling him to change the play and run the hurry up.
Blanchard under center. Little pitch. Oh, and the Bruins have it. That bounced right off of Javorier. No, excuse me, Kendrick Carey. That bounced right off of him, and the Bruins jumped on it. Okay, so here's one thing that we've got to start thinking about is for every game, we pick a defensive player and an offensive player to receive a Bruin Claw award. So start thinking about who your picks are.
Okay.
And folks out there in internet land, send us your thoughts through the Crown Trophy live fan feedback. So to tell us who do you think is deserving of the Crown Trophy? Yeah, the Crown Trophy Bruin Claw this week. That is Pfizer. Has the snap. Handoff goes to, that's Jalen Witcher, and he's across the 20, about the 22-yard line before he's finally brought down.
Yeah, and you're looking at a lot of guys who deserve a win when you're watching our offense play. It goes back to, talking to Jalen Witcher yesterday after practice, and, I asked him what he was expecting, but I asked him about his specific job, what he expected about the man playing in front of him. He told me exactly what he was expecting these corners to do. He said, they play conservative, they'll press up, but we pretty much know they're coming back off of it. He knew the safeties played wide. He knew where and how he was going to try to get open tonight. So guys like like that, you find a way to win. It translates. There's a run up the middle. Is that Nichols, I think, running the ball still? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And he's run hard tonight. And he got banged up a little bit. He came back in the game, so you love to see that. There's this toughness all around on this football team. And I want those at home to be thinking now what we're doing on offense. We love to throw the ball down the field. We love it. But here we are running the ball and burning the clock because we're trying to burn the clock. So you go back 10 minutes. They had an 8-minute drive that they gained 50 yards and didn't score.
That is.
Wow.
Is that Woods? Yes, it was. That was Isarius Woods with the carry that time. Let me go to our Crown Trophy Live fan feedback real quick. Watching all the way from Calgary, Canada tonight. I was a former student at Pulaski Academy. I'm a diehard fan and love to watch the team play. Y'all are great. Great win for the Bruins from Steve Lowry. A couple of votes coming in. Josiah and Joe Hyman. Their vote.
I think we might have a lot of those.
Lots of number blocking going on here.
We need a separate live stream where I can read those and respond.
You know, it is interesting how many people don't realize that the PA in PA Live stands for Pulaski Academy. Oh, me, oh, my. Yeah, another one says offense, number 6. That's, of course, Joe Hyman. Defense would go to number 32. That's Fuda Shinkawa. So,
and he's played great. Oh.
Pass intended for Charlie Barker is incomplete. There's a penalty flag on the play.
So again, for those of you who might be watching our broadcast for the first time, just to let you know, we do describe the play in a radio style, probably a little bit more narrative than you would expect, but that is because we have lots of visually impaired fans who like to keep up with the Bruins, and they want to know what's going on too. And if you don't like it, that's okay.
That's okay. You can take your angry tweets to my Twitter. You can send them all directly to me. My Twitter, Instagram, Jason72King. I'll bathe in them. They don't bother me.
It's your motivation, right?
As a player, you love the angry tweets.
Fizer's in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers on the left, 3 to the right. There's the snap, looking to the right side, rolling out to the right. Pass is out there, and it is complete. I've got to look that one up. That's Will Hawkins, I believe.
That's great. What year is Will?
Will is a sophomore, 5'9", 155-pounder.
That's great. Getting some of the younger guys involved, getting the ball around. I can remember when I was, coming into the game late, trying to get my feet wet and stuff. So it's a great thing to be able to get some guys passes in the game. It goes a long ways for the future too.
Fizer in the backfield. 1 receiver on the left side, 4 to the right. There's the snap. Lots of time. He's going to air this one out. No, not having it. That was intended for Nick Giesel, but he was well defended by Jakeem Warren.
Oh, that was 4th.
That was. I didn't even notice it was an Aloft Hotel 4th down conversion attempt, but
so just trying to get a guy. It's a good deep ball down the field.
35 seconds left in this game, and the Panthers come out to take possession at the Bruin 28-yard line.
You just have a feeling that when I watched warm-ups, I went to Coach Kelly, and all of the coaches and players, they're very locked in. But when I watched warm-ups, everything pointed towards the results of this game. PA, I know these guys woke up this morning. They'll go see a movie, they'll eat, they do the right things leading up to the game. They practiced yesterday. They just prepare. And I'm not saying Magnolia doesn't prepare. I'm sure they prepare similar, but these guys came out ready to play tonight, and it showed from before the first whistle even started.
Well, there's a PI roofing penalty flag thrown by the side judge. It's pass interference against the Bruins, and it is declined. First down for the Magnolia Panthers.
Pass interference is the call against the Bruins.
Oh, and that's the reason that we can't put Christina on the radio. Or on the broadcast, I should say.
and they're doing the right thing here. They're throwing the ball.
Right.
They're throwing the ball. I just wish the Magnolia would have done it a quarter ago. I'm a fan of football all around. I like to see coaches come up with different schemes, and if you watch what we did with our defense when we came out at halftime, we made some adjustments, and we were able to get some stops. PA was able to get some stops from halftime adjustments. But when a team comes out at halftime and they do the exact same things over and over, you can't expect, and here might be a Magnolia late game touchdown, maybe he stopped at the 1, but you can't expect for that to go well. So they just weren't able to convert any points, any scoring in the second half. There wasn't good clock management, burning a full 30 seconds, 20 seconds in between
every play.
Every single play. It's almost like you have to think Pulaski Academy could have come out in the second half and done nothing.
Right.
And that nobody would have taken the game away. So
with 5 seconds left in the game, the Panthers called timeout. Let's see. Tyler Tracy, class of 2012.
Oh, yeah.
This Jason King kid has potential. ESPN or Fox Sports, call this man up.
That's funny. Yes, Tyler. He was a buddy of mine. We used to play basketball together all the time. And, yeah, I mean, it's great to hear from all my old friends. But, it was great to hear from the whole time I was playing. All my old friends and stuff from PA, I know guys would tune into Purdue games. They'd be watching Pat's games. I'd get all kinds of messages. And all of our, the community is it's so large. And that's why, our guys who go off and play professional sports or in college, you always catch them carrying their PA bag. I mean, I still see Hunter Henry. He's always got his, PA gear. And, I'm still close with him. And, Dusty Hannes, he just signed to play in Greece, leaving, on Sunday. And he'll be like a brother to me always. We've got guys that you play sports in this program, and it looks like Magnolia maybe scores the last-second touchdown. But we got guys that come through this program in sports and learn so much, and they take sports with them their whole lives. Look at my quarterback, Freddie Knighton, who's been a coach at a few places, and now he's coaching at UMass. And, there's this sports program, if you go through it, and it doesn't matter if you stick with sports afterwards, but they really do a great job teaching you how to become a man. It's the molding you into a responsible person with drive, with dignity, and I'll appreciate it forever. I know it made me a lot of what I am today.
Well, with no time left on the clock, the Panthers kick that point after, and it's good. So our final score from Pulaski Academy, PA 53, Magnolia Panthers 29. What a great game for these two teams. Magnolia played well. They had a great season. And but unfortunately, it's going to end here tonight. We're going to look across the state real quick and see what other scores we have, see who we're playing. Let's see. Shiloh Christian, 21. I'm down here on 4A. I thought, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Here's the 5A scores. In the fourth quarter, win 28, Texarkana 0. Looks like an obvious winner in that game. Looks like the other two games, those are the games in progress. I got to scroll down. Apparently, we've already had some that are completed. There we go. Harrison, final. Harrison wins 38-35 over Whitehall.
Close one.
Now, that is a close one, and I'm going to tell you right now I'm shocked and very proud of that Whitehall team because I would never have seen them coming out.
Being that close
this far into the playoffs.
Yeah, Harrison's got a great team.
They really do. Harrison is a great team. And to see the score being that close, that is a great job by Whitehall for sure. And, of course, that's when it refreshes on me. So let me go up here. Final score, win for Little Rock Christian against Hot Springs Lakeside. The final score there, Little Rock Christian 52, Lakeside 14. So, again, they move forward. Texarkana and Wynn, I already mentioned that Wynn is 28, Texarkana 0. That's a final score now. Final one here at PA. So I think that sets up everyone. So it looks like I don't have the bracket pulled up here just a moment. So I tell you what, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to find that bracket. We'll be right back with that. You're watching Bruin Football on PA Live.
Senior Spencer Knight is our Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. Spencer plays varsity baseball and added basketball this year. Coach Morgan says Spencer has been a hard worker and good leader for our basketball team this year. He's developed into one of our top three-point shooters. Coach Morgan is so glad Spencer decided to play his senior year. Please join us in congratulating Spencer Knight, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week.
All right, and we are back. Jason's over here packing his bag already.
My bad.
You're good, man. You're good. All right, so let's go back to our Bruin Claw, our Crown Trophy Bruin Claw, the offensive side of the ball. What do you think? We were just talking about it, but I didn't hear your pick yet.
You know, I think Joe Hyman. I think the receivers did a great job tonight, but they shared the wealth. Every receiver played well and they blocked well, so it'd be difficult to pick one. I think you could give a game ball to the receiving corps, but I think the guy who made the difference, the cutbacks, the tough runs. I think Joe Hyman, you got to give him the offensive game ball.
Okay, there was one group, I guess you could say, that we talked about the entire first half on the offensive side of the ball, and that was the O-line.
Oh.
And the one that I consistently watched getting key blocks, in my mind, was Trace Hawkins.
I love that you went O-line with the pick. I absolutely love it. Hey, you're talking to an O-line guy. I'd give them the player of the game every single week consistently.
All right, so you're good with that then?
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
They did fantastic up front all night.
So, yeah, I agree with you. Joe Hyman, excellent. I mean, it's an incredible job as always, but I think this week's Crown Trophy Bruin Claw for the offense goes to Trace Hawkins.
Love it.
And so let's talk about the defensive side. There was lots of names that came out. There was Fuda Shinkawa. Trying to remember all of the different ones.
Fuda played great, but
Josiah Johnson,
whenever he kind of keyed in on exactly what Magnolia was trying to do, he just put his head down and went to work. I mean, this dude was just flying down the middle of the field, making big stop after big stop. They had big number 9 running the ball up the middle, kind of carrying a couple defenders. Josiah Johnson realized what was going on, and he just decided no more. So that's where my defensive game ball would go. I thought he played a great game. I thought our defense played a great game. Gotta say again, this Magnolia team was scoring over 70 points multiple times this year, over 55 every game in the playoffs, and here we are tonight. They scored 29 points. I personally would call it 22 because of the late game touchdown that I would just scratch, but we stopped them all night.
Right. I agree with you there. Josiah Johnson, he really showed out on the defensive side of the ball. So you're going to want to pull down that PA line, Christina. I think anyway. And go ahead and pull the crowd down too. So those are our two Crown Trophy Bruin Claw Award winners tonight. Offense is Trace Hawkins. Defense, Josiah Johnson. Can't go wrong with either of those two. So going back to what I said I was going to look for earlier, here's the bracket. Looks like next week we are playing the winner of Wynn Texarkana, and that's Wynn. And that is a team that before the playoffs this year, I said watch out for the Yellow Jackets. Wynn has been strong several years in a row, and so next week they're coming up to Pulaski Academy, making the trip to Little Rock.
It should be an exciting one.
I
think
be fun. So. All right. Well, I think that's it for us. Coach Kelly's down there talking to the crew, so we're going to call it a night. Thanks so much for coming along with us.
Absolutely.
Catch the game right here next week. We're going to have all of the action from Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. So on behalf of Jason King and all of the PA Live crew, I want to tell you thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thanks, Coach Kelly, for calling me about it. Thanks to our PA community. You guys are incredible with everything since the day I was here to the day now. Josh, I want to thank you, too, for making this easy for me. And, yeah, it was a great experience.
Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody else, for watching.